Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to Friday non-farm payrolls. Hello to everyone around the world that's joining us for the final day of the week. Some big news ahead of today's session. We've finally seen Robinhood see the light. Robinhood lifts trading restrictions on GameStop AMC stock. This has led to some pre-market gains actually, which is excellent. Hello to Pavel. Hello to Dave. Gravity, great to have you here. Cyberspace, everybody else that's joining us. Hopefully you can all hear me. I did have a slight tech difficulty, so just make sure you can hear me. I'll just quickly check that right now. Yep, you can. Perfect. It sounds like it's working out. It's going to be a good day, I believe. How's everyone going? Cheers. I've got the coffee ready. I need it this week. Everyone that's been joining me every day this week, Siddharth, Johnny, Pavel, Dave, everyone else, you guys have been a bit troopery as well. We've been doing the 2, 3, 4 hour sessions in the morning, so it's been pretty intense. I think this is pretty big news. I mean, obviously, we just were talking in the chat before. It also looks like Robinhood are even going as far as to actually change their bonus deposits as well. They're offering like a 5% bonus deposit. So that's pretty wild when you think about it. Let's have a look at the futures market coming into today. Big moves ahead of non-farm payrolls. If this is your first non-farm payrolls ever, it's always a great event to be looking at currencies, stock market indices. We load them all up. We'll have that result in around 1.5 hours. About my time, 12:30. We'll be getting that result. We've had Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell, Nikkei, Euro stocks all moving heavily through the day. Nasdaq touching that 13.6 level. Crude also continuing up through that channel that we've had. Very, very nice to see there. And we also have seen silver bounce off the 26 and even gold come off that low. So if anyone's been watching the video of today, we're talking about the silver level. 26 was always a great buy zone if you were in it for the investment side. That was a nice buy. $77, US $4 getting us started off this morning, guys. For a coffee. Thank you very much, $. Appreciate that. Brian says, hold the line. It's got some apes going to the moon. Very good, Brian. The Mines Playground says set and ready. $. Obviously, welcome you, everyone. Robert, good to have you here as well. Kala 2 AMC 5K deep till December. Well, let's have a look at some of the things that are going around. So, obviously, yesterday was a bad day for AMC and GameStop holders. GameStop and AMC both went down. AMC a lot less. 20% decline. GameStop, of course, 42% decline. Quite unfortunate. It's come back down now to the 50 psychological. It actually went after market straight to 50, and then pre-market now it's up a little bit. It was up about 7-8% before. We hopefully do see some holding of the line here today with that Robinhood news, with maybe a few other brokers also unlocking it. That could allow potentially some more retail community come in. $50 does seem like a bit of value when you compare it to $440, so people will be looking at that, I think. And AMC in general still holding the $7 line. Remember, we talked about that yesterday and the importance of basically creating some kind of psychological level. $7 is the psychological level. We had 90 on GameStop. 90 on GameStop got breached, and that sent it back down to the next level, which is always going to be that 50-60 zone. Keith says, I plan to go further into AMC. All right. Good luck there, Keith. Andy, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. J-Mac, got the popcorn ready for today. Absolutely. Professor Cookies, Professor of Cookies. Hey, dudes. Can you recommend a good book to read on learning the basics for getting into trading and creating a portfolio? It depends on what type of thing you want to learn. If you want to learn like the basics of fundamental investment, if you want to learn trading, it depends. If it's more about investment, then there's plenty of great books out there. I always recommend, actually, if you go to the Amazon web store, you look up the top 10 there. There's some good ones. In Australia, there's a few decent writers that basically talk about diversification, but you'll find a lot of them just talk about that. The problem is as well, the market has changed a little bit recently. So what used to work is now slightly different, at least in these monetary policy times. Let's just quickly go through these technicals here for AMC, and I'm sure we'll do this a few times tonight before we go into the rest of the market. $7 holding, pre-market $7.28. We talked yesterday about the resistances up here, guys. The 20 moving average is also going to be on the hit list. Probably it will meet it around 8 if we do see bullish momentum in the morning. But $9.70, $9.80, the $10 breach is all that AMC traders need. We are now in an official double bottom if we break through that. What does a double bottom mean? End of the trend, start of a new trend. For AMC holders, that would be such an important zone. So $10 is where you guys want this. Of course, you want it up there. No doubt you want those returns, those tendies. But at the same time, we do need to see $7 hold today. I've got a question coming in from Callum. Love the content at FX Evolution. The only YouTuber that isn't screaming diamond hands and cuts the bullshit. I'm here to make money, not appease a cult. Look, I appreciate that, Callum. Look, I understand. I've seen a few of the streams. I watched a couple the other night. Yeah, it was interesting. It was pretty. The chat gets wild. Don't get me wrong, and I understand the hype. But yeah, look, what we're here on the channel is all about is helping you guys learn some of the things that I've learned over the years. That's the idea. And I've been trading for 12 years. I'm trying to impart some of my knowledge, some of the things I've learned. We might even do a bit of a session today where we spend 10 minutes literally going through. I did this with a student today. I mentored one. We went through an hour chart on the Euro US dollar and actually broke down candle psychology. If you guys want to do that, let me know. I mean, obviously we've got quite a while here today, moving into the non-farms. So if that's something that interests you, let me know, and I'll go through my mentality on each one of the candles. Because remember, once you start reading candles and understanding the psychology of each one, things change, guys. Things change. Sally says there are still 16 companies whose shares are up triple digits this year. Yeah, there's quite a few shares definitely going wild. AMC, remember, $7, pre-market $7.30. The big news, Robinhood has unblocked these shares from trade. GameStop also holding the 50, 56 now, up 4.95%. We really should see holds at these 50 psychologicals. There's no real reason now it should go underneath those zones. Few reasons. People being able to buy into it again. $50 seems cheap. Psychological, all these types of things coming through. Let's start off with the dollar index here, guys. We're coming into non-farm payrolls, and for anyone that's traded them before, we know it's all about the dollar index. Let's take a look at this dollar index. So we've had the inverse head and shoulders. We know that it broke through the 91. We've talked about that a few times. I'll just go through the 91 level just to show you the way that you enter a trade like this. Just so you can see on a 1 hour. Let's say you think you've missed an opportunity. One of the things I like to do is I'll go down to a 1 hour, and this is where you can be a bit more scalpel-like on your entries. So if you find a 1, 2, 3 consolidation resistance, I wouldn't have probably entered off this because I'd be happy enough with this resistance. I know that there was a lot of consolidation around there. When we understand candles, what's this all telling us? Lots of bullish consolidation around this 90-80. It breaks through, gives us a signal above 91. Okay, that might be one of the signals we want to take. If we miss that one and we don't get this on the 1 hour, that's fine. What we can do is we can get, once it breaks past the 91.28, you'll notice it comes back down. And actually on the 15-minute, this is consolidation with a break move above. So whenever you're looking for entrances, sometimes jump down the smaller time frames. Check that out. Chris says it is a ladder attack. A ladder attack. A lot of people talking about that one at the moment. A few people saying, yes, let's do that. Let's go through. Definitely sounds good. Okay, cool. We can do that. Why not? We've got plenty of time today. We will go through that 1 hour candle. What's happening with the dollar index right now? 50 exponential on the 1 hour has been hit. That's the second time now it's been supported. You can see it's finding some pressure, and it will probably gravitate a little bit. You'll probably see a few minutes before the news of non-farms, it'll have some flickering on the 1 minute. We'll be there on the 1 minute talking about it. And then we should see a large candle either way. Either it goes bullish, hits 91.70 where the weekly 20 is, or it continues to move up to the 92 sign. $7.77, US $5. He says, leave the shiny gold alone until the dollar is done clearing the floor. Okay, well, we'll definitely take a look at that, Sand Dollar. Basically, we have gold, of course, 1800, right around that level. And we're coming in now to a time where gold's going to move heavily. Today in the non-farms, I believe we'll be looking at pretty much the euro, the indices. We'll look at the dollar index, gold, silver. They're the ones that move big into non-farms. Then after that will be all about the pre-market on stocks. Lego Spartan, welcome to the Diamond Hands squad. Definitely remember to message me in Discord to get access to the stock rooms in there. So just remember, there should be a link that you see now. Thank you very much for joining us. Matthew Harris coming in with Australian $5. Hi, love the daily show. Could you have a look at ASX XRO? Ooh, XRO, man, that's a good one. All right, we'll do that for you now, and then we'll move over to the next one. So this is Xero, accounting company in Australia, accounting software technology powerhouse, by the way. And I remember this stock because I remember buying it all the way down in the, where the hell was it? Well, quite a few years ago. The doldrums times over here. That was pretty good. Wish I held it a little bit longer, this one, but okay. So how can we break this down right now? Well, things are looking a little bit bearish at this time. So if we actually have a look at some of the things that have happened in the past runs, we can see that it's been very bullish for a couple of years. We had the pandemic time, then we've had this 20 exponential moving average holding the stock quite a few times. So 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Now, generally I'd be like, okay, that's a very bullish zone to buy off because the 20 moving average, nice pullback. What we do is we always get a Fibonacci out in these cases. Whenever you're looking at a pullback zone, draw your fib. Everything's kind of checking out between the 38 and the 50 fib. This is always your target area to be buying things up. That's always the target area. 130-ish area, psychological, all those types of things. There is only one thing I don't like about Xero, and that's the candles coming into it. So basically these candles here, these weeklies are very nasty. We've got a bearish weekly candle here. We've got a bearish weekly kind of looking candle here. And this is now closed. Remember, this is the Australian market. We'll be pushed by the the American market overall, but I don't like those kind of candles coming into the support zone. What I would do is, because I'm prepared to sometimes miss out on a little bit of profit, this now gives me the opportunity to put a level here, wait for a candle to close above that level, and as soon as that closes, buy with anticipation, of course, taking out at the top or holding it, moving it forward. That means that while you eliminate full profit, so you're not going to get the absolute lowest price, you also eliminate the fact that this could be dumping through the 20 right now. So buying the dip sounds great. If you want to hold it long term, it is on the support. But I like, for a trade and not investment, to take it at this point. And the reason why I take it when it closes above, because you're taking out all the stop losses from the short here. You're showing that the momentum is in the favor of the buy position, if that makes some sense. This setup is always the same, guys, when you see that type of thing. Look at the candles coming in. Thanks very much for the question and the donation there. Appreciate that. Does that answer your question there, Matthew? Brad coming in, diamond hands with the Ape squad. Absolutely. Ape strong there for AMC today. $7 is the hold zone. We should see, through Robinhood's news, hopefully some buying pressure coming through. Okay, let's have a look again back to the futures. I just want to talk about this. So metals up. Weird, because US index up as well for the day pretty much. So we've got US dollar strengthening, metals strengthening against that, the market strengthening, and crude strengthening. So what exactly is going down? We've also got cryptocurrencies going up. Almost every single thing is going up at this stage. I mean, bonds are slightly down. That's about it. So everything's coming up into the non-farm payrolls. Now, if you don't have non-farm payrolls and you're not sure even what the event is, remember to go on forexfactory.com or some kind of economic calendar, set it to your time, and then what you'll notice is that when we get closer to the event, there'll be some little refresh buttons that'll appear here, and we can click those, and we can also go through some of the history to know what's going on. We can see some of the history here by going through unemployment rate, seeing all of the basic history of what's happened in the past, and that gives us a really good idea whether they've been missing or hitting recently, all of those types of things. Here you can see the current results and what's been going on. So very, very good to have that on this line. Thanks very much there, Johnny. Appreciate that. Silent, absolutely. Robinhood has no buying limit, AMC and GME. We are seeing the movements come back through for that, 4.67. And this is very early in the pre-market. Remember, we are still a while away. We've usually seen these stocks appear the first hour. So that means the hour before we start to see the futures do better when it's been the last couple of mornings. Yesterday was not good, but the day before that was about the first, I think it was 45 minutes before the open. Brain says, what do you think will happen in case we have lower results? This is a good question. It's a tough time because we've got stimulus either way. The market will, I'll have to look at how the market interprets it. So non-farm payrolls is one of those ones where it's very difficult to interpret the figure. So you often get a market that goes up, down, all around. And then the next week for currency traders, for commodity traders, we get very nice trends. So generally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week will be incredible trending days after we get this non-farms news. That's generally what happens with this stuff. When will AMC go up, says Mo Hassan. Basically, well, today, I mean, we should see bullish action, shouldn't we? Based on that news. We'll go through this stock quickly, then we'll go back to the currencies and commodities. This is one of the ones I've had on my hit list for a little while. CRM, Salesforce. It's just a good case of market structure. We saw it continue its play yesterday. You'll notice it gets the break close candle, the retest candle, and then the movement up. And we're coming to the 200 simple moving average now. A little bit of resistance may be formed here at around that 238. So this is maybe a little bit more boring than the traditional kind of 100% in a week kind of guys. But for longer term holders, since the Slack, obviously agreement, it's been an accumulation holding and it's now broken out. And technically, this has got like a 269, 270 target on it. Xero says lots of people have been locked out from logging into eToro, Robinhood, and trading 212 before market open. How does VIX, what's the VIX looking like, says Hey Arnold. What is the VIX looking like coming into Friday? So the VIX is still really falling down, back down to the support zone. Basically all the volatility we did see in the markets come out very quickly and we're back to the 21. We can see here this 21 is actually acting as technical support as well for the VIX. So there has been a few buys of the VIX. I've seen you guys in the comments commenting saying I'm holding the VIX. Thank God I did. A few days ago. Now with the VIX plays, if you're ever in it, it's kind of like a pump dump stock. Go through the history of the VIX and you'll notice that very, very seldomly does the VIX hold volatility. Over here it did for a while during the pandemic and then of course it fell off. Over here it did, etc. If you're not sure and you don't know how much something holds as well. In America, you guys have a lot of ETFs that generally are like the VIX ETF or inverse VIX, etc. If you load those charts up, what you'll notice is that their charts look like this over years. All declining, all losing money over time. That's because there's costs involved in that and huge amounts of roll costs. So if you're ever wondering about how much a contract really costs to hold and all the hidden things, go and have a look at the ETFs of those synthetic contracts and you're going to see some pain. So, yeah, AMC, that's $7. That's the hold for the day. Luke said, I lost $8,000. Sorry to hear that, Luke. Unfortunately, quite a few people have lost. I'm hearing a bit about this eToro thing. Can someone explain that to me? Callum says, at FX Evolution, thoughts on IDEX? I looked at them a few months ago, but only put $100 just so I could see it go. Seriously regretting not putting more in now that $100 is almost 300%. So Ideanomics IDEX. Well, it's got a nice breakout on it, doesn't it, at the moment? Big kind of pumps. Held the last one very well. In fact, it holds pretty much both its pumps relatively well. Decent little technical here. Probably on the 4 hour, you're finding like a 20 or something holding it up. As it goes through, nice kind of 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back approach coming through, broken resistance held above that. All of that looks really, really good for this particular stock. We can see it is approaching heavy resistance zones based on previous 17, 18 highs. That's always going to be an important point for after a stock has moved this heavily. even though things are looking bullish, unless the fundamentals can really continue to kick into gear, generally you'll need a news event to push you through this type of thing, man. A lot of resistance through that level, that $586 level. But the stock itself, it's doing a lot of the right technicals right now. It's not too kind of crazy. Wade says, I'm just locked out of my eToro account. Guess it doesn't matter since I'm diamond hands. Hey, you're like the Buffett approach there, Wade. Remember he says, I would buy this stock, I'd hold it for 10 years, and I don't care if the stock market freezes for 10 years and I come back. How many of you guys would be freaking out if that happened? Quite a few, I'd say. I think I would. I got some specs. I don't want those specs. I don't believe in them. Sarah says, I got forcefully logged out of eToro yesterday just before market opened, but managed to get back in. Wow, that sucks. Samurai Jack says, got logged out of eToro now. Wow, that's crazy. They were advertising to us about how we missed out on all of the technology stocks, supposedly, yeah? And now they lock you out and don't let you do anything. All right, let's get stuck into some other analysis here. Let's talk about gold quickly. Coming into non-farm payrolls, this is one that we're definitely going to watch. We will see generally large moves. Notice it's around the 1800. We had that 1830 breakout, came down, didn't quite get to the lows, 1780, 1775. It got to 84-ish, and then it started bouncing a little bit. We go into the 1 hour, it probably tells the better tale. Certainly does. We get that consolidation, kind of low, bit of wick rejections, and then finally the closure underneath that really signals the further sell-off, and that moves there. A couple of things when you're talking about market structure and dynamics. Think about what actually is happening before a break as well, guys. What's happening here? It pretty much is very small amounts of candles, yeah? But what those candles are showing is there's a big fight between the bulls and the bears. And notice how they keep holding it underneath the 20 exponential. What that means is it's making a series of lower highs on the smaller 15-minute time frames, coming into the lows, coming into the structure base here. And when it eventually clears that space, this is actually a very good scalp sell, day trade sell, because you've got that structure formation through here, series of lower highs being held down. We know it's an important area. This is the trigger, and then the trigger continues on. Trigger goes down. Everything looks very, very good. We know it's an incredibly aggressive run, so it's very hard to buy the 20 on the pickback. But if you're going to buy like a 20, try not to just buy the 20 by itself. Usually wait for an engulfing candle, shooting star, those types of things there. So gold for now, coming back up, testing the 1811 previous support over here, acting as resistance, and this is all happening before non-farm payrolls. Should be wild on this one. Thomas Donegan, hamburger sticker, Canadian, $1.49. Thank you very much, Thomas. I feel like you've been with us every day this week in the stream. Thank you very much. Very early for everybody out there. We're already at 864 viewers. Thanks to each and every one of you. We hit 31,000 subscribers last day, I think in the last day. That's amazing. And that's thanks to you guys supporting the stream. And we're hitting big numbers this week, so that's awesome. Let's take a quick look again around these AMC GMEs, because I know a lot of people want to see these pre-market numbers. Still a couple of % up. We have been higher on both, but I do believe they'll continue to do okay there. Silver came off the 26. We're now trading at 26.50. Again, coming into non-farms, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Stuck around this kind of 26.60 zone. A lot of noise in here ahead of non-farm payrolls. A tough trade right now for silver, but I do believe long-term in this one, or sorry, medium-term, as I've said. If we ever clear 30, everyone should have 30 on their charts. Long-term, you should, even if you don't care about silver, have 30 on your charts and watch the show, because if we get through that, that's going to be an epic day. It's going to be a very epic day. Let's have a quick look at the Webull pre-market kind of movements here. Unity Software down 14%. This is 23 billion plus companies here. Moderna, Peloton, T-Mobile, they're the ones that are down. It's been mostly green all day. Everything looking pretty good. Johnson & Johnson, I think they went for their approval. Banks still continuing their run up. JP Morgan trading at 138 now, up another 1%. Couple of semiconductors up. Shopify, some recovery. Spotify, some recovery. That's the one we were looking at. We will bring that up on a stock chart a little bit later. So we've done the dollar index. It's hovering. We'll go to the cryptocurrency space here because Bitcoin's just breaking out. I just got a little alert here for the smaller time frames. So here it is. 15-minute breakout here coming into the non-farm day. Got a pretty classic type of setup here. Nice series of higher lows coming through. You can see higher low, testing the resistance. And this is only a 15-minute kind of close. Will we get it? 2 more minutes to see. Cryptocurrency looks like it's prepping to try to break that Elon candle, possibly getting past the 38,500 zone. We know where the Elon candle is. We'll go to the daily. These candles here, once you get closure candle above this point, that's going to trigger huge amounts of buying. And as we said, big movements in Ethereum, big movements in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general because people are pissed about what's happened. Luke says GME can possibly hit $100 again, but that's it. It's all about sentiment. Yes, I think $100 to $200 is probably where it's at, Luke. Maybe the 150, that was a resistance. 100 wasn't an incredibly strong level either way. Like I would have thought 100 would have had more buying pressure at it, but it was actually 90 that held the buying pressure. That got broken, completely fell through the floor. 150 is GameStop's kind of level, 155. That's where when it first ran, it went up and then really found some resistance. So 38,000 for Bitcoin. That's been a big round trip there. I had draw ups. Come follow me as well on TradingView. Been writing up a few things here. You'll notice today I put in a couple of videos. So obviously we thought 38,000 would be reached. We talked about that. I think Ethereum is still quite undervalued compared to Bitcoin and just in the general coin market. If it continues to run through the year, I'm feeling Ethereum quite a lot. And just some thoughts there. So definitely follow us on this if you're interested. 2.96 on the pre-market of AMC. GME, 6% now, guys. Get the diamond hands up. 6%. Almost the best we've seen in the pre-market so far. Let's go over to some of the chat, see what everybody's saying. SNDL77 says, Wall Street bets lost, hedge fund managers won. The Suits, aka Melvin Capital, are standing firm with Gabe Plotkin. Their investors are standing firm with them. Unfortunately, it's really easy when you can... Oh, it looks like I've got an update for Cyberpunk there. That's not meant to come up. That's a buggy game, by the way. I'm sure a few of you played Cyberpunk. I haven't even got through 4 hours of the damn thing yet. Yes, well, it is being quite crazy. Callum says, I miss the days of insane Tesla swings. It's so calm at the moment. Yeah, so let's have a look at Tesla together. It is very calm, isn't it? This is a bit boring, really, when you think about it. Look at this. How long has this been for? 8th of Jan to the 4th of Feb. That's about the longest you guys have ever had to wait for moves. The one good thing about that much consolidation is when it goes, it usually will run pretty hard again. New member, thank you very much. Dimitar Georgiev, welcome to the Stonk Squad. Welcome. Enjoy all of the emoticons. Definitely use them. Got to added a few new ones today. I think I've got some pretty good ones in there now. Let's see if this thing works. And of course, it isn't animated. That's ridiculous. I can't believe how sometimes the old YouTube doesn't animate some of these emoticons. Anyway, welcome. Thank you very much. So yes, Tesla starting to create structure. So for people that like Tesla, this is good in some ways. You actually want consolidation. It's better than just hyperactive stock forever. I know that seems weird, but you do definitely want that. We did get the 890, 900 kind of. It stopped at that 880 though. I'm going to go with 880 as the point that I'm interested in. Few reasons. One, every time it went above 880, we had gap and then it did hold. We had the closure down and then it came back through. And this is the 4 hour. So let's have a look at the daily. So it was a gap and then a sell straight back down. So I'm going to ignore that one. And I think 880 is the key resistance here. I really am going to do that. Then, of course, we've got where it went to just recently, which is the 781. So we probably now see Tesla possibly structure between this zone. The longer it structures here, the breakout is severe. Remember, with Tesla, it has a tendency not to get the roll reversal entry. It just continues on. So that's the way we do it there. 11:32, so we're an hour away from the open. Let's do a little bit of analysis on the 1 hour, okay? And we'll basically just talk about this in the history. So we'll just go through some of it together and go through some of the process that I think about. All right. So I just want to talk about the way that I approach candles. And I think this is a very good lesson. I did this one today, so I do know some of the things here. Let's say we were trading this 1 hour chart. I don't care what it is. All right, doesn't matter. Can be anything, can be a stock, can be a currency, can be commodity, it doesn't matter. The same teachings will work, guys. So we have what we call a peak. We have a trough. We have a 20 moving average. We have a higher peak. It comes down to the 20 moving average, slightly gets underneath it. At this point, we've only got one touch. Then we get the second touch. That's pretty good. Okay, starts to bounce up again, makes a new higher peak. Then it comes down after that and hits the 20 moving average. This is what we call a 1, 2, 3. So we've got the 1, the 2, and at that point, the third one, we're very interested in purchasing that. So we could buy that. Then it goes up. Now, what's the difference here? The last time it goes up, it doesn't make a new higher peak. So when it comes down and hits the 20 moving average, that is no trade, okay? Because it doesn't make the higher peak. When that happens, that's not good. We don't want that from a technical perspective. So remember, when you're using a moving average, you always want to see higher peaks, higher troughs, and on the downside, you want to see lower troughs, lower peaks. Then it does end up failing here. Okay, so there's going to be probably another trade that's going to play out very, very soon. So we get the close underneath the 20, but that's not, again, unusual. We've seen it here before, and we know that there's some support down in this zone. So we'll draw our support resistance. There's definitely something going on around here with price structure. When we see this candle, it's a rejection candle, yeah? It's showing bearish closure. Then we bring the next one in, basically a long leg doji. Again, bearish closure, this time underneath the 50. Okay, things are getting interesting here. Notice the 220 touches to the resistance over here. Then we get another movement down. A lot of people would sell here. Wouldn't blame them because it's cleared the 50. Things are looking really bearish. We've got a peak, trough, lower peak, lower trough formation. Everything's changing in trend. This is only the 1 hour analysis. Again, it would work on anything. Then we come up and we hit the same level. So let's break this down. This is sick candle confirmations. Wick, wick, wick. All these levels here, something's been happening that's rejecting the price here, guys. It's a very good lesson of what we could do. So we may not want to enter it right now, but we know that this is clearly where we're going to place our stop loss if we do enter a position. Why is that? We've got the 20 acting as a resistance barrier, dynamic resistance, plus all of these moving averages. If the market moved above these, it would hit our stop loss. That would be bad. But I bet you any money that if we did close above this price, we'd be well up here. Next candle, what's this? Engulfing candle. Okay, that's an entry point to the short side. So at this point, we would place our stop loss above here. We'd enter off the engulf, and we'd have our take profit possibly a little bit higher down here. Let's see how this one plays out. Okay, well, that played out really quickly. So it's not always going to be like that, but it played out very, very fast. That's one of the ways that we would trade. You've recognized rejection candles. You've recognized a 20 kind of finding resistance here on the 1 hour. You can place your stop above here, take the engulf, take it in the direction. Everything's changed as this candle came through. Bullish trend changed. We didn't get a higher peak, etc. Hopefully that makes some sense. We'll go back over this one later, but that's a little bit of learning now. Do you guys enjoy that one? Do you want me to keep doing these in the sessions when we do lives? Going through the candle dynamics and stuff? Let me know if you do enjoy it. Or if you just want me to talk randomly about stuff that's happening in the markets right now, I'm happy to as well. GME now 7.33% up. That's the best we've seen today so far, 57.40 for new people that are joining us. AMC and GME we would expect to be hopefully bullish today. because Robinhood lifted trading restrictions. I think that brings hundreds of thousands of people back into the fray, into the holding level. We've hit some pretty big lows. GME at 50 aftermarket, pretty big deal. SNDL 77 coming in with US $7. That is different for you, SNDL. AACG yesterday and today, LAIX pre-market. Who is next? The Koss family dumped 50 million worth of shares since the Wall Street bets pump. People enjoying that one? All right, cool. That's good. Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoy that. Yeah, look, understanding market dynamics, I find it fun. I don't know. I like the candles, guys. I'm a bit passionate about that stuff. I've been doing this for 12 years and I still love it. And that's when you know you got the trading bug, the investing bug. And for some reason, candles are kind of like, it's like a game. Looking at tickers. I enjoy looking at lines. It's all crazy. Anyway, things are looking good today, guys. I'm feeling some green. You'll notice I put in the actual chat here today, I said Friday non-farms. Okay, we're doing that. GME, AMC support levels. And I believe that before I even saw the Robinhood news. So I feel like 50, I feel like $7, just really good level here for AMC. We see the resistances, we see the supports. We know now that there's some traders that can enter the fray. That's awesome. First, last, okay, man. We'll do TPL because I think you've been harassing me all day about that in the comments. I did see it. I did see it. Texas Pacific Land Corporation. Wow, very nice, man. Very nice break. Wow, is this an all-time? Let's have a look here. Daily here. Cool. Okay, well, this is significant in terms of where it's breaking out to. Big amounts of up and down all the way through this stock, and then all of a sudden we get above that 900, and that's the kind of zone where we're talking in terms of breaking fairly heavy resistance. Where does it go next? That's going to be tough because we just know it's been hitting the 20 moving average on the daily, finding support. Possibly there's like a trade in this type of thing where it comes down, hits the previous resistance, finds the roll reversal, and at the same time we see the 20 moving average hit it. So it might have a little bit more of a run up and then come back down. Things are looking good here though. This is a very nice breakout, but whenever you get breakouts into uncharted territory, it's hard to go through really where you think things are going to go next. You have to look at psychological numbers. I mean, 1,000 makes sense, doesn't it, based on the price? Take things like Fibonacci extensions, see if they line up with anything. Not so much here. Sometimes Fibonacci extensions of the last pull will line up. Maybe this last pull. Let's have a look at this last pull. Little flag kind of thing looking here. Guess this distance is the way I'd go. So I'd probably take this. That is a flag. Take the distance of the pull. 1040. Okay. Get the fib extension out. That's the only thing you can really do, again, when you're trying to figure out things into the stratosphere. That's calling a 1069. I still think 1,000 is going to struggle for it, which is right here. But yeah, it's calling for a lot. Nice. TPL hitting R2 pivot on the daily, a bit extended. It certainly is extended YOLO Jello, but at the same time, you would think it would have been extended for a while here through these runs. I mean, this is a dead set flag, isn't it? That's a dead set flag. And flags, you have to respect the technical on it. We know things have been running past their extensions pretty heavily here. The pivots, I'll give you a hint. With pivots, generally speaking, I only use monthly pivot in the stock market, SPX, and I will use daily pivots on currencies. And I usually try to stay away from pivots other than that. I find they're just not that accurate. Use a pivot and other things if you can, but always worthwhile considering. Okay, what have we got going on with that Bitcoin? I want to have a quick look there and see if it's going. Bitcoin. All right, so we've got the close above. We're starting to see further bullish pressure. We've still got all of those resistances that could act as support. I'm going to leave this on the screen for later on. I'm going to continue to look at that one throughout the session. Another one I've been looking at a little bit, Zoom. I don't really believe too much in the company personally, but we do have a $400 resistance here. Any movement above that resistance could be incredibly bullish just because it's been in a bit of a holding pattern. We know 400 psychological. Until it gets above 400, I'm really not interested in that though at all. Just a reminder, 12:30 will be the non-farm payrolls my time. So we're looking at about 45 minutes till we get there. Also a reminder, 3.81% on AMC. GME also doing well into the open. We've got GME sitting at a 5% right now. It's not doing exceptionally, but things will heat up about 1 hour before the open is my kind of thought process here. So for all the holders out there, hopefully that's when you start to see it. All right, let's see if there's any other news that's worthwhile refreshing on. Market Watch is always a good little website to go to. So you can see here some GameStop discussions, budget revolution votes. What else? Nothing much there. Always worthwhile going through a little bit of the news. If you don't find anything there that you're interested in, come on over to FinViz. Good little screener here to look through. Then you can go to news. And of course, news on the left, blogs on the right. If you're looking for a particular thing, just Control F it and you'll find some interest. Activision Blizzard is doing some stuff today. Is that right? They're releasing. Let's have a look at the Blizzard release. $8.44% up. Yes, $100. I'm happy, guys. How long have I talked about this one? Finally. Finally, $100 for Activision and their crappy destroying of Blizzard games. Very happy with that. Nice break above the 96. Finally hit the 100. Very sweet. Good. I might read that report a little bit later. Would you guys like me to read reports on the stream as well? Do you want me to go through some of that stuff? We can always do that. LGP says Lewis. Definitely. Marco says, hi FX. Would you recommend lowering my cost basis from 134 to 102? Also, would you recommend buying after the market opens or waiting for another dip? Marco, I can't really recommend that stuff, man. You have to make your own decisions. But remember, with a stock like GameStop, which is I assume what you're talking about, effectively, we do not want to see... I wouldn't put anything I couldn't afford to 100% lose. I've said that since day one on this one. It's one of those things where it's, in my opinion, very gambly. We'll do the US dollar rub because I keep getting harassed about it. So we'll have a quick look at the US dollar rub. I see your comment. Don't worry. Do I have the US dollar rub in here? Russian ruble. Not a chart I look at much. Weekly is down. Look at that crazy manipulation around the 80. Pete doesn't like the reports. Sarah says, yeah, reading through things and giving your opinion is great. Okay, cool. We'll definitely start to do that, I think. There's probably a bit of craziness going on, but maybe we'll go through some of those things. Resistance across here, $80. Wow, that's just such a beautiful level. But clearly the central bank or whatever's going on is stopping that one. But what a level. I might set an alert for that myself. This is nice formation down here. This is strange, isn't it? So you get above the resistance and it creates so many wick rejection candles and then doesn't close above. Imagine the rocket ship to the moon this would have been on if we just got one closed candle above these three hammers. Double bottom, absolute beast mode. It would have gone the whole way. Very, very strong. This is super unfortunate. It's gone underneath that because underneath that symbolizes really a movement back down to the 73. I wouldn't do anything ahead of non-farm payrolls. I usually like to see it play out, but yeah, this is usually would have gone to the top. And I think it's a good kind of example for us as traders, just to show the fact that we usually can proof things as well. Here it goes to 79. I would have preferred that this double bottom would have proofed into 80. That means it's even better. But yeah, that's my thoughts there. Ciara Dean, $2. Thank you very much, Ciara. Could you check out SNDL? Thanks and love the stream. No worries, we can do that. SNDL has been a very popular one. Sundial Growers. I'm with you guys. I hope it keeps going up. 4.96. Failed to do the 125 yesterday that we were hoping for. So we keep coming under pressure here at this previous peak. We hit the 135, the 132, 133 area each time we sell off. We know where the explosion's going to be, guys. If it gets above here, how many people are going to be talking about this one? This is always on that thing. Let's see if it's still on the thing. If you're not using something like an unbiased stock or some website list like this, oh, they've added a new one, guys. Options trending stocks. Cool. I want to click this. Oh, GME options. GME, AMC, SNDL. What a surprise that people are trading options on SNDL. That's funny. But this is a very good little website for you to check out. Oh, good. Google Trends. These are all the things that are trending right now. Reddit trending stocks. Wall Street Bets. Unfortunately, Wall Street Bets has basically just become a bunch of GME, AMC threads, and they're not talking about other stocks as much. Hopefully, it gets back to where it was 3-4 months ago. All right, let's get back over to that one. SNDL. So my thought process here is if we clear 135 with a close, strong movement. Very nice. We have to go into the 1 hour here to find out more. We're holding on the 20. This is not ideal, but we are up 2% pre-market. Pre-market's always been strong with sell-off after that. But for my kind of risk reward standpoint, I'd be looking for a close above at least this 130. We haven't had a close candle, 130, 135, close candle. And then hopefully you'll see like a buy, stop loss, wherever you want it. And then movement up to the next level. Where's the next level going to be? Look at things like daily, look at things like previous moves. Notice no daily close anywhere above these zones. $1.60 previous resistances. That's kind of your target. There's a lot of movement there. I got a couple of other big donations coming in. Gravity Falls, $5. Thank you very much, Gravity. Long-time viewer of the stream, I know. Hi, Tom. Would you please have a look at GOEV? I'm afraid there are buyer trapped there, becoming sellers now. Also love the technical lessons. No worries, Gravity. Appreciate the donation. Thank you very much. Assume this is the one. You can let me know if I'm wrong here. So we have seen a 1.7 pre-market, 1917. Bunch of big moves here this year. Big pump, big dump, big pump, big dump. Things are looking better though. Of course, $20 needs to be taken out for us to really believe that the strength is back in this. You got the $20 sell off here. So if you want to know that you're going back into these highs, as soon as you get past the $20, it should trigger 22 and 24. And when that happens, yeah, you're looking good. I don't think there's anything to be too concerned here about. I mean, you're holding a stock that's obviously wild, but things are starting to look good. Held the candle yesterday. That's incredibly strong. Bullish, bullish, bullish. It's good. I wouldn't be concerned there. Jason Meja, $2. Please check MJNA. Certainly will. Thank you very much for the 1,285 viewers coming out today to view non-farms. We'll be going through non-farms very shortly. It's only about 40 minutes away. Thank you also to another member of the Stonk Squad, I believe. Oh, Diamond Hands. Trinval, Diamond Hands. Welcome to the Diamond Hands. Of course, just message me. You'll get a link for the private or for the public Discord. And then when you get that, message me, give me a username, and I will add you to the stock sections. MJNA. Great day for you. Medical marijuana OTC process industry. Well, this is sick. 40.44%. Beautiful. Question is now, can it be held? So wait a second. Pre-market, oh, yesterday was 40.44%. Pre-market's not opening. Okay, so it's holding pre-market at a 0.58. I don't understand that. Why is it showing pre here? And maybe there's something weird and logarithmic. So this one here is straight into the resistance. Basically, we had support, resistance. This level here, the 0.62, very important zone for it to reach. The pump was real. The market structure was absolutely phenomenal. Congrats if you got this one before it broke out. This is a very, very nice, phenomenal kind of market structure. Let's just check that out and have a look at it. So market structure was so good because we had resistances. We then never had a body close above here. That's why I drew this line. So we had no body close, wick, wicks, wick, body close, comes down, tests the 20, a very common thing to do on the retest, takes out the bearish looking shooting star, which would usually scare novice traders out of the position. This is actually an incredible move when it breaks through, and then bang. It's hit profit, I think, in terms of the technical there. Thanks again, Trinval, and everyone's been donating tonight. Big Leonard, $3. Great Friday coming, Tom. Thoughts on ZOM? We'll have a look at that now. $3. Thank you very much, Big. Appreciate it. ZOM. These are really interesting ones just actually for the community to look at. Why not? Why shouldn't we look at these ones? Different stuff, interesting things. Nice consolidation, breakout. Let's go to the 4 hour. How's that Bitcoin doing? Sitting around 38,000 still? It's going to be a bit wild. Remember, ahead of non-farm payrolls, I would usually stay clear of currencies, commodities, cryptos. All of those will move. Stock market's a little bit different, not as much usually. But it may trigger things, you never know. We're going to close above. That generally would be strong. So I would think that, what is our moving average here? Is it the 20 that's been holding it? 20 on the 4 hours has been relatively good through the trend. 1, 2, 3. We've now got a strong break up for whatever reason. Possibly this sell-off today only comes into the 20 and then we see buying bounce. So ZOM is looking good. These are all very scary though in terms of the fact they're in very aggressive trends. When a trend like this eventually does blow off, just be careful. You will generally get a very hectic pullback. But right now things are looking good. That's a good close for the daily. Strong right at the top. Any pullback as the 20 comes back to it, you should find support there if you're already in it and you're worried. $7.77, US $5. Word to the wise, GME. There are 700K in options contracts, of which 71% are puts and 29% are calls. Tread lightly. Yeah, the puts, it was just too much of a sure thing with people deep pockets up at 300, 400 $1. But I'd expect a lot of those puts to also be at strikes that are probably a lot higher. Thanks for the comment there. Yeah, a lot of people can't find unbiased stock. I'll chuck it in here for you guys. Here you go. It's because of the way it's spelt. By the way, if you can give me a big thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream, that helps to spread the word, to get more people in here. As I mentioned yesterday, we hit 31,000 subscribers, which is just amazing. I think already we're at 31,135 thanks to you guys. So that's awesome. Unbiased stock, good one for new time traders as well. If you trade the stock markets around the world, another one that we've been shared and it's quite good. Whale Wisdom shows you all of the 13F filings for big companies by the Whale Index or Whale Score Index. This is a good idea to have a look at possibly stocks that you might want to invest in that other big companies are buying as well. Crunk Appleton coming in with a $2 or $1.99 donation. Opinions and thoughts on Sava. So we've looked at Sava yesterday as well. We still have plenty of time, guys. We'll probably start to really focus on the markets in 34 minutes. Let's have a look at Sava. Up 0.24 pre-market. So Sava was pretty wild, if I remember rightly. Very large moves. It was a great breakout of the resistance at 12, but then it just went crazy. This particular one, is this on a filing, if I remember rightly? I must admit, I don't 100% know what happened here. I think it was either hype and anticipation on a filing, or did they get a filing through? Can you let me know, did they get an FDA approval or something? If they got an approval, most approvals come with a big pump into it's a buy the rumor, sell the fact. Very common on these ones, buy the rumor, sell the fact. So just look back through the history of the stock as well and see how it's usually traded into these types of things. If it's ever had these approvals, you can see here, maybe that was some kind of good bit of news, sold off afterwards, and then dumped again, consolidated. Over here, good bit of news. I expect it to continue to show some weakness through the next couple of days. That's just a phenomenal news. Phenomenal move. Can't trade that technically, man. Once it's gone, it's gone. And if you missed it, you missed it. Zovramir says, Robinhood in full damage control whilst hedge funds and banks get away with murder. What a load of the BS. Absolutely. It's pretty dodgy what they've done. And of course, now they've done this and gone fully back. I believe they're offering 5% deposit bonuses as well to everybody. Crazy. Gavin says, Gavin24, what exactly is non-farm payrolls? So non-farm payrolls is once a month, usually in the first week. So if you're ever wondering when it's going to be, look at your calendar. If you see a Friday and you kind of see trade into it, generally it's going to be the non-farbs in that calendar week. And it's basically the employment change in America. So it's one of the most important bits of information. The only bits of information you guys should really care about when it comes to these red bits of news are bank rates, monetary policy summaries, and non-farm payrolls. Almost every other bit of information here is crap. Complete waste of your time to stress about it generally. Very likely to be in line, and even if it isn't in line, it won't move so much. But when you do have monetary policies, etc., unemployment rate in the US is just so important, the stimulus factors. So what will happen is that this kind of information comes out, and then what the market will do is it will interpret it to what it thinks, whether the US economy is going to get another stim, whether it looks like it's recovering, whether it looks like it's failing, and then it pushes a certain direction. It's impossible to know the direction nowadays, because if it's bad news, then the market tends to go up because it goes, yeah, we're getting more stimulus. If it's good news, the market tends to go up anyway. So it's it's very tough. But currencies will move hard. Here's the retest on the 15 minutes of the role reversal area. On Bitcoin, again, a normal setup like this would be usually pretty strong. Resistance breakout, moving up would always be usually a nice little kind of zone, but we are into, unfortunately, the non-farms day. Phil Page says, what do you think about gold and gold miners? I think gold will go up over time still. I still think it's got a little bit of a room to run. If you look back at the previous GFC, 2008 went down. Market started recovering 2009. The only issue I have with gold is generally gold, when the stock market last time hit the new high, so that happened about, I think, 2010. When that happened, or 2010, 2011, when that happened, that synergized with gold topping out. I feel like gold isn't topped out, but as we saw the other day, look at what happened with silver. You know, we moved all the way to $30. We were going to break it. I firmly believe we should have broken 30 that day. And then JP Morgan dumped so many contracts, downgraded silver immediately, and destroyed the confidence in the trade. Now that was dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. This is dirty too. And what they did here was dirty. And what they did here was dirty, dirty. It's all dirty. I'm sure most of you agree with that one. James, I really don't know what I'm expecting. I probably expect a slightly worse number than they expect out of the US. But the problem with non-farms is a lot of people drop off as well. So people lose their benefits and they just get taken off the list. It's so stupid. US oil coming into this session. Let's have a look at the daily here. Look at that. Beautiful TA, guys. We did this one together. Look at this. Oh, so happy with the oil trade right now. Resistances. This was our take profit zone. Perfect take profit zone around that 50, 52. I was still very happy with that. And I got no problems jumping in after we see the confidence come back through. Rejection, 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 no follow through. Snap the tops off. Look at all those rejections going on there. You go into the daily, you see the structure coming through. 4 hour here has even better structure, and the 8 hour. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Nice little bit of incline, and then you've even got your proofing take profit, where you can basically go trend line, take the distance, treat it like a flag, treat it like whatever you want to really, and then that takes us into the 60. I still think there's some movement here in oil. What's AMC doing? We've got 5.92% on the pre-market now, guys. With the LEAP number 1337 joining us for non-farms and stock market open. Thank you for joining us. 6% here for AMC. GME. Yes, 58.9. As we thought, as soon as we hit the 50, I put the comment in. Support was hit. Let's see if we can keep this train going on through to the open. I'm happy for you guys. The restrictions, the shackles have been left. No more shackles for you guys in Robinhood. Obviously, with these type of trades, it is a gamble. That is what it is. But I'm happy to see a 10%. Finally a green day, guys, in the pre-market. Let's see if we can hold that up. I expect probably around 12:30 to 1 a.m. my time, we'll start to see maybe, hopefully, a little bit more futures movement. Tom Dwan, I see you there. He says, ha ha ha, I went all in on GME and AMC. Tom Dwan, are you related to the poker player Tom Dwan? Because that sounds like something you'd do. Are you Dr. Horton got the diamond hands up. By the way, welcome to all the Stonk Squad today and Diamond Hand Squad guys. Thank you very much for the donations and for joining the community. Appreciate that. Dollar index now trading at 91.40. Still in a very nice little bullish trend here. Let's have a look at the stock market as well. Check out the futures going on there. We haven't even looked at the US 500 yet. So let's take a look there. Very bullish movement. Straight into a resistance break. All-time highs. Boom, boom, boom. Now we have a day trading concept as well for this one. Previous resistances becoming support. 20 moving average on the 4 hour also moving up into it. And then of course we have our bigger trend line. So if you load this up with the SPX, you'll notice very nice trend line going through the top. I've said this quite a few times, worthwhile having this trend line on your charts. It's just too good to ignore. Every time it's been hitting this, it's been resistance. We know we're going to open up well higher. If we come back down, possibly then we move into a 3,900, find some resistance. And then if we keep going, that's what's going to happen. I still think the correction should come at some point, but bull, bull, bull at the moment. Raul says GME take buy position target 71.18. That is a super random amount. AMC position 850. All right. I think AMC should be better than that. And GME should... Ooh, 11% now. 59. See if we can get a pre-market open well above the 60s. What do I think about Workhorse? It's been pretty good. That's WKHS. Workhorse is something we've looked at quite a few times. It's been a resistance break as well. Beautiful 41.34. You can see we've lined this up over the couple of weeks. Oh man, that was such a great entrance. I should have had that entrance. That's what happens when you don't set alerts, guys. That's a stonker entrance there. Resistance, resistance, resistance. The 1, 2, 3 combo meal deal. The one we always use on the channel. The retest, round the 20 acting as, you can have that as the dynamic support as well. Beautiful consolidation. Very nice. Now we've just snapped another resistance off. It's getting pretty fast, but yeah, that was a beautiful trade. And where it is right now, kind of should hold really for now. Where to next? Maybe it's $50, a psychological. This is basically an ascending on the smaller time frame, 1 hour. See, higher lows, equal peaks, break. A little bit of conservative entry there. Hopefully you start to melt up into the 50. Good luck. Samurai Jack says, can we have a quick look at APHA with the Yoda coffees? We certainly can. We're now starting to get into the time, though, where we'll have to start focusing on the market into non-farms and the non-farm results. We're now only 23 minutes away from that one. A lot of people, first time ever non-farm payrolls, so let's hope it's a good one. This is a fairly nice move. Obviously, again, a flag. You can tell it's a flag. Slight lower highs through this. Also, we've got the movement down there. That's the flag component. This is the pole component. And that's the extrapolation out for how much it moves. Now, you'll notice it made it smaller, and that's because it's logarithmic in my scale. So this would be targeting 2040. Of course, we'd be smart, targeting underneath 20. Things are looking bullish. Things are looking good for this particular one. Again, that's just the technical component of what's happened. How it's traded in the past has also been very aggressive on the moves. So good luck there. 6% now. 12. Oh, we're coming up on 12% here for GME. Raul, it's all right, bro. We get your levels. Max says AMC go brr. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Definitely do that. Yep. I'll do it. There we go. Sorry, Raul. You can't keep spamming the same stuff, bro. $7.77 coming in with US $4 for a coffee. Thank you as always, Sandollar. You must have had a good week. You've been doing a lot of donations. Thank you very much to the 1,460 people that are joining us for this non-farm payrolls Friday into stock market open. Big news has been the Robinhood, of course, lifting the restrictions. The Australian brokers have not lifted the restrictions, I can tell you that much. But Robinhood has been lifted on one of the most important platforms for, of course, the retail herd. It's good to see. Let's load up. Actually, let's do a little bit more. Oh, actually, about 20 minutes out. We can't do that. So we'll have to stick on getting ready for this non-farm payrolls. Let's start loading them up. Load up the dollar index. Keep the US 500 open. Usually these ones do move, so we'll load up all of these. We'll keep the pre-markets for AMC and GME down the bottom just so you guys have them. I know there's still so much interest in those stocks, and of course, as there should be, many people holding them. See a bit of sell-off there. Load that dollar index, bring that down to a 5-minute as well. You'll start to see them flicker near the end. Load gold, bottom left. Starting to sell off now, back down to the lows. Underneath 1800 again for gold traders. There's our 5-minute. Put AMC here. You can see the pre-market now as it moves. Again, $7 is the most important zone for AMC to hold up above. And you got the 754, and we'll put GME here as well so you guys can see them as they're moving. GME hit the 50 out of market. Some people would have got that one. But with the retail community back to being able to trade some of this is good. We'll look at the volume in GME later as well. And down here we will put probably Bitcoin. I just want to see if that actually moves. I haven't been watching Bitcoin too much in the non-farm section, but why not? Go Bitcoin 1 minute just to make it more fun. Okay, so it's 12:11. Got our Forex factory calendar ready to go for the change. We should see them. Wow, they haven't given us the little refresh buttons yet. That should appear very, very soon. And we'll close off some of these ones that we don't need anymore. Activision Blizzard as well for anyone. I know there's a lot of gamers out there that hold this stock. Cheers to you guys today. $100. First time ever. Well done. I'll drink to that. $100 makes me happy. Quick reminder, we are on TradingView now. Thank you very much to the couple of hundred people that are joining us on TradingView. I'll be posting dailies on thoughts there. Posted today, AMC, GME find support. Sentiment is key. Talked about the 50, talked about the 7 zone. So if you want to view me over there and the technicals that we pop out, definitely worthwhile considering. Okay, here we go. Leo says, let's pump the SNDL. Got 20,000 to pump. Good luck, Leo, man. Mike H has got the diamond hands for GME. I hope so, Mike. Gavin24 coming in with $4.99 donation. Thank you very much, Gavin. To the moon, great content. Thank you very much, Gavin. Appreciate that. So here we are. Countdown to non-farms. We are only 17 minutes away now from the non-farm payrolls. We can see that there is some action happening on the markets. Let's get down into the 1 minute. We don't want to be sitting on no 5-minute charts. We want to see candles moving fast. 5 minutes, 1 minute. For anyone that's in the group, you'll know I hate 1 minute candles, but we're going there for fun's sake. Siddharth in here is the only one that likes 1 minute candles. Here's a question for the community. What is your favorite technical analysis chart time frame? Give me your time frame. 1 hour, 5 minute, daily. I'd be very interested to know this one, to know what you guys focus on. Give me your favorite time frame that you use on a daily occurrence to do your technical analysis. What is the one that you use? Quickly switch over here. Nokia, flat. BlackBerry, flat. Sundial, 1.74. We talked about that one. Anyone that's in that, if you're interested in the technical analysis, we did it about half an hour ago. A few people asking questions about Apple. We can do this one coming into the pre-market here. Why not? We've still got 15 minutes. 137. I mentioned today on the video that I produced that there was a clear trend line here. I'm sure many of you can see this one. The trend line is real. I don't usually draw trend lines, but this is sweet. I like this response. Tick. Shuriken says the tick chart. Don't do it, Shuriken. I used the tick chart. I lost a lot of money on the tick chart. That was a bad place. My first trade ever on the tick chart. So Apple bounced off this one. It's looking okay. Again, things are looking bullish. As long as this trend line holds, things are all good for Apple. My thought process is maybe back to the 145 highs, but I'm not. I'm more of an investor in this one. So we've got most of the community seems to be using a different time frame. So we've got 1 day, 1 hour, Yannex, 1 hour, daily, 30 minutes. That's interesting from Amplified. Weekly from Roman. You must be definitely an investor, which is fine. Weeklies are good. Spanish John, 5 minute and daily. That's interesting. 2 minute from Patrick Moore. Robert Tatum, 1 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute. Matthew Tainch, 4 hour. Nice one. And the 1 hour. So quite a lot of diversity in terms of the ones that we're looking at. There's our charts getting ready here, 15 minutes out. So again, pre-market, 58.95 GME. 746 now pre-market. 5.22% for AMC, and for other traders out there, I mean, mostly we're going to start seeing moves. These are all 1 minute candles over here, and over here on the right, they're 5 minute candles. So just remember, these ones are going to look more wild than they really are. One minute, 2 hour weekly says promotion. Yeah, so it's Apple losing momentum, says Daryl. It is starting to lose momentum. You're right there. We're starting to not see the kind of nice peak trough. We're getting more of the consolidation, but it's still a trend line there, Daryl. So we have to pay attention to it. Break under it though, brings us back down for sure. Gold getting tanked here. You can see on the 1 minute. Look at this. Whoa. It looks so intense on the 1 minute. It's only $1. Oh no, it's $2. It's $3. So it went down to 17.95 there. You can see the movement starting to come in. 14 minutes away. Follow along, get the Forex factory out for non-farm payrolls. Why is my little refresh not here? Is that what's happening? Oh, they're definitely lazy today with their upgrades. That's okay. Stock market came off a little bit then. Couple of points. Everything's looking good though. AMC GME squad's going to be pretty happy. Stock market's going to open pretty green, it looks like. Silver's back up a little bit, which make people happy, and we'll have to see what happens. Dollar, as I said, everything's green today. It's a green fest. Siddharth says, please no generic buy sell recommendations. I can't answer those ones, guys. I can tell you the technical levels that I believe and educate you on how to find things that I look at, but it's very difficult for me to, I can't do it. I'm sure you understand why. So we're 13 minutes away here from the open. Make sure you get your, non-farm payrolls. Make sure you get your coffee, your Red Bull, your V, get it all ready. Can I ask a question of you guys? Can you guys hear this song if I play it? Let me see if this music's coming through yet. Any music coming through on that one? I know it's a little bit delayed, so I'll play that, see what happens. Feeling like it's not playing through. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. No, not working. There you go. Oh, well, that's all right. We'll fix that for Monday's stream. I'm wanting to make a bit of an intro and stuff, and obviously play a little bit of music during certain points, because I do a lot of talking on these streams, but that's all right. Lots of big plans for 2021. We've got webcams coming. We've got everything coming. Improvements across the board. Thank you very much for the subscribers, by the way. We're at 31,220. Do you reckon we can make 32 tonight? That would be a bit ambitious, I reckon, but that's okay. 11 minutes here till the open. Again, people should be happy with the GME, AMC pumps coming through the market here, through the Robinhood news. Non-farms will probably not really affect these two trades. It'll affect really more the rest of the market. Quick look at coin market cap for the day. Let's have a quick refresh of this one. Take a look at what's been happening. XRP. Interesting. XRP back on the move. Pretty nice little movement there. 14%. Cardano finally making a movement up. 16%. That's been something that's been sitting for a while. A lot of cryptocurrencies making their moves. Poor Dogecoin back down after its pump dump from Elon. And then the rest. Oh, finally Tron's down. Does anyone believe in Tron here? This coin has annoyed me for a very long time. I'm sorry, I don't have the faith in the Tron. Oh, okay. So gold, 1794. You can see it's really taking its pressure on gold here. Silver and gold really probably getting hurt. Dollar index is actually barely moving. So it's just an absolute dump on the commodities. Silver, 26.33 now as well. Nikita says 1 hour, 11 minutes till the open. Absolutely, but we only have 10 minutes till non-farm payrolls. The biggest bit of news generally for the month. And we still don't have our little refresher. Don't do it to me, these guys. If they don't have my refresher here in a few minutes, I'll have to get the note off somewhere else. Good work, promotion. AGTC. Let me have a look at that code. AGTC. Applied Genetic Technologies. Let me have a look at it. I'm just looking at my screen quickly while we have these ones up, because we're only 9 minutes away from non-farms now. Yeah, it's been pretty flat for a little while. Actually, good consolidation off the $4. So this is just line charts, but if you notice here, you've got 1 year, this particular stock's hitting that $4 a few times and finding strong resistance through the line. You can see it around that, just under 5. So clearly in a very nice kind of range there. Clearly in a nice range. Trade it like the range, hey? Boomer Dave coming out. Check out T-bond futures. That explains a lot of what's going on right now with gold, silver, and the dollar. We will check out Treasury bond futures very, very soon. We've got 8 minutes now coming into the market open. Not long now, guys, till we find out whether the market can hold these highs and, of course, the next moves for next week. Once we get the market cleared through of Friday's trade, we should have a clear direction, hopefully for dollar index and the commodities. Thank you very much, Boomer Dave, for the donation, by the way. So Treasury notes are getting sacked a little bit here. Coming down slowly, 10 years. It's probably partly what's going on. Stock market just started bouncing then. 8 minutes away, 58.20 on GME. Becomes a lot easier as well to manage a market capitalization of 3.7 billion, remember, and look at the market capitalization for AMC. Remember, $775 million. Not very big. Danny B, Australian $5. Be careful playing music on live streams, mate. No copyright music. YouTube will mute your stream and could ban you from streaming for 3 months. They ban you? God. It's okay, man. It's okay. I learned because I actually got docked. So I'm using Epidemic Sound now. I paid for the subscription, so I have music there. But yeah, you can't use any of the EDMs. Just for anyone that's wanting to make a channel for streaming out there, be very careful with the evil YouTube on these things. When you do play certain music, boy oh boy, they'll just block you up straight up. Naya K, $2. Can you check MVIS? I guess we can do a quick one there. Thank you again for the donation from Danny and Boomer Dave. We'll check out both of those. Naya K, we'll check out that one. Oh, I love that 100 market. What was it? MVIS, was it? Microvision. Another stock that's in heavy breakout. Great little $3 heavy resistance break that led to a nice run. Notice again, no retracement. We're in a new run here. 20 moving average on the daily, holding it up through this kind of movement up. Close above. Any movement down to 9.30, 9.35 should be met with some kind of physical support here. Thank you very much to the 1,589 people coming out to view this non-farm payrolls and Friday morning open. Resistance, any pullback here hopefully gets met by some buying pressure and it starts moving up. We're in uncharted territory for now, I believe. Let's look at the weekly. Okay. We're past 10, so that's good. That was clearly support was going to act as resistance. There's a lot of room here. I mean, you could think that it could go to like a 15 or a 20. But the trend is clearly up. Keep following it by a moving average. That's the way you usually want to do those types of things. 5 minutes away here. Canal says waiting for AMD to go to $99, but seems to have resistance around 88. In my opinion, so annoying. Let's have a quick look at AMD because we've followed a lot of people been asking for that share. AMD, such a popular trade, $88 at the moment. You can see the crazy movement up through this stock over time. Go down to the weekly, 20 moving average just reached at the 85. Good buying here. Look how beautiful that buying is. All the beautiful resistance becomes support. People start purchasing, of course, through. A couple of things play out here. We've got 4 minutes before the open. I'm aware. We'll keep watching that one. It is a great level. Once we get through the 89, which would be my area for the resistance, previous supports all the way through here in 20, we should start to move up to 98. And I think that if it ever gets past 98, it won't find resistance at 100 because when something stopped before, a couple of dollars before, when it tends to move through, it explodes through the resistance. So watch that one. Heed my calls on 100. I reckon you'll find it busts through that pretty hard. So 4 minutes away here. Let's see if Forex Factory have finally got the refresh button up for us. Hey, there we go. Yes, we have our refresh button, so we can refresh it for the result. I'll move that off onto one of my screens. So I've got that ready. A few people ask me what kind of screens do you use for TA or for trading in general, I recommend 3 screens. 3 screens is a really good amount. Just cheap ones, you don't need anything crazy. I like to have one in portrait. So my setup kind of looks like this, like this, like this, and then like this. This one here, I've got usually a chat room of the private community I've got my news, I've got my email, whatever else I need, my main kind of analysis screen, and then my screeners. And of course, for you guys, that's where I've got chat right now, and I've got Forex Factory here. So 3 minutes off the open, what are we seeing? Gold recovery a little bit, went down to 1792, now back to the 1797. AMC, sorry, not AMC, dollar index floating up and down as people put in long and short calls in here, or long and short positions. Market starting to float around. These are all 1 minute candles, and pre-market again, AMC 746, Robinhood news, back to trading as usual. Big news for that. 58.15 on the pre-market GME up the top right here. We're coming in 2 minutes away, guys. Not long now. Thanks for getting rid of those spammers. We don't need spammers here. So 2 minutes away from non-farm payrolls. Here we go. Expectation today is forecast 85,000 job creation. 85,000 job creation. Unemployment rate expected to be 6.7%. 2 minutes. We start to now probably see the jitters. Sometimes when you open up gold at these points in time and you're looking at a ticker chart, if you do that on one of your platforms, it'll be going crazy up and down and all around. Liquidity definitely does suffer during these periods. So for first time users, I'm just going to get my drink ready. We're about to see, hopefully not a fizzer of a non-farm payrolls. Probably your first ever one. Cheers. Here we go. Got a little countdowner. 30 seconds to go here. I do read the comments. Hockey cards, sorry. Here we go. All right, so we've got here markets, whoa, shot down hard there on the 1 minute as the interpretation of the result comes through. Still refreshing on my end. Sure a few people have got the result there. 38.83, gold starting to pump hard. Dollar index getting crushed down, 91.37. Bitcoin not moving too much, 1,800 now for gold. $49,000 is the non-farms number, 49,000. There it is. Unemployment rate 6.3% decline, so that's good. But definitely did not hit the number, and that's causing dollar index to probably consider maybe more stim, who knows. That's why I said these numbers sometimes can get quite wild with interpretation. If you're a scalper and you go into these types of sessions, this is incredibly dangerous times to be a scalper. Never scalp into non-farms because it can go down like this and then fully reverse it a few minutes later. We'll see how the market interprets this information. 1802, silver now 26.58. Jason the Great says only 150,000 AMC stocks left to short in terms of short interest there. Thank you very much. 1,788 people joining us on the non-farms. Robinhood drops the limit, says Daha. Absolutely, they have. And you've seen the instant results here. So markets clearly don't know really what the hell they want to do about this result. And this is the problem. Dollar index is for sure starting to break down. So maybe that is all we wrote for now. Whoops, I don't want to go daily on gold. Go 5 minute on gold just to bring it in perspective of what's really been happening. Dollar index, we'll go to a 5 minute as well. I should go 15 minute here on dollar index, putting pressure on the support here. Bitcoin definitely did not move much off the non-farms result at all. Euro will have moved quite a lot. Let's have a look at Euro. Strong movement out of the gates there, back to the 1.2. Now it's shorting off, coming back in the opposite direction. This is the type of thing that happens each and every way. Josh is going with all of the good stocks. AMC, GME, SNDL about to launch. New Zealand seeing some strength. Daniel, thank you very much for pressing the like button. Appreciate that. Joe Kim says, I just want my money back. I have lost $10,000. I hope you do get your money back there, Joe Kim. Do really hope you get that. So the non-farm payroll result came out. As we saw, unemployment rate has dropped down to a 6.3%. We saw 49,000 in the employment change here. Underneath the forecast. But again, market doesn't care. We'll continue to watch how this story plays out over the next couple of minutes, and then we'll go back to doing some analysis with the group. A little bit of a drop off here. We had a higher number for GME before. We had upwards of 10+%. Now we're sitting at 7.66. This is the news that you're all looking at. What's this article all about? Overconfidence. Why it's mostly men under 30 trading Bitcoin. Oh yeah. They always blame the guys on this one. Oh, it's not that crazy. People aged 30 years old and younger represent 64% of the app's users. All right, well, that makes sense. Of course it is. Some of these articles are so stupid. I just like reading the comments. Let's have a look. So there's the bulletin headlines. You get them off the Market Watch. Again, Market Watch is always a good website to have. Let's go to the community, see what's going on here. Califor says, I'm 33. So am I. So don't worry, Califor. We're the old Bitcoin users. We're the boomers. I was trading something the other day, like an actual physical good, and some guy goes, you'll accept Bitcoin. It was 23 or something. I said, nah, man, I don't want Bitcoin right now. But he was trying to pay me in Bitcoin. He goes, I don't have any real money. I don't have the fiat. I said, all right, man, it's fine. You can do it that way. It's funny though. He didn't have $1 in fiat, as he called it. There's the reversal. Dollar index now coming through with the heavy shorts. This is the problem with non-farms. It's why I usually hedge off and take out my trade, especially on dollar pairs and currency. I usually never take a currency trade into non-farm payrolls. Euro really booming through here. Gold doing crazy. Markets mixed. Par 6731 says, Tom, you're like that cool uncle who teaches me stock trading. I must admit, I've tried to teach my nieces stock trading. I gave them money. I said, you buy stocks. They're like, what? I don't want stocks. I want whatever the hell I wanted. I'm like, no. You want the stocks. Don't worry. Hey, Arnold, $2 donation. Deep value to be scrutinized by regulators. Is that true? God, that's crap, isn't it? That's so bad. I feel bad for that guy. I feel like he should have just gone up. He should have just taken off $20 million. And he'll get wrecked too. You watch them go for him. I was watching some of his videos, obviously all about GME for a long time. He's been very committed to that for a long time. He'll get messed up. It's really mean. Thomas Wisner, if AMC dips below $7 today, I think it's a good idea to sell off. Thoughts? I think that is not a good zone for it to break under. Yes, we'll do the analysis again on AMC and GME as we move through. Let's go to the market now, see how things have reacted to that jobs numbers. So we've got pre-market here up from the 23 billion plus. We can see Zillow, ST, those ones moving pretty hard here. I don't know why Why is it that Blizzard Activision's not here? Maybe I just don't have it set to small enough. Anyway, Blizzard Activision also hitting $100, which is really nice. On the other side, Unity, Moderna. Moderna's just continuously copying it. Almost every day it's down in the pre-market. Alibaba, etc. Still quite nice in the pre-market. But yeah, $7. It's a heavy support here for AMC today. All right, let's go back to doing some candle analysis together. And this is a good one for people that have come into trading for the first time and want to learn some things about the psychology of the market. We're going to do this a little bit because we've got a small amount of time here before we get into the real pre-market futures opens. What are we seeing here? Well, we've got, of course, a bearish looking candle coming through. And we're just going to go through each candle here and I'll tell you when I see kind of trading opportunities. So this is all a 1 hour trade. So again, we've got bearish, bearish. We close below the 200 here, which I think is a pretty significant type of thing, but again, not for me. Then we come back up and we hit the 20. All right, so we know that we're in a downtrend. We had that before. We hit this 20 moving average. Is that a sell yet? No. We hit again and again and again and again and again. As soon as it comes through here, there's no strong candles that are showing us to bear off. Then we move up pretty heavily. There's actually no trades here for me. You could take this one when it bulls off this zone and take that long if you wanted to. The reason you could take this one is because it's closed above all of these wick rejections getting through the 20 long, but I wouldn't do it. Okay, so some things happen here where it rejects from the top. So would you take this? I probably wouldn't, but it hit the resistance and sold off. That's not a bad looking trade. Gets through the 2 moving averages. That becomes very interesting. Anything yet? Not for me. You can see I'm pretty patient. I don't take a lot of these trades. Still wouldn't have taken anything. I'll show you exactly when I would take stuff and why. Okay, still nothing. All right, so more consolidation, noise, nothing there for me yet. You can see now we're testing that resistance. This is definitely a zone that I would look at and I would wait for a close above that. Market comes through, now it closes. Now I would take this. I would take this close. I'd put half of my trade on it and then half if it comes back. Take profit is hard to know, but you would take this. And I'm pretty sure I know what goes on here. So it goes up the next candle, which is excellent. It's a nice bullish candle. And then it starts consolidating. And then you get these 2 candles and it comes back down. Now, if you're going to buy this roll reversal pick up again, you cannot do so unless you get an engulf or it starts moving up. Because see how that's such a big bearish thing? Where would you place your stop loss here? You'd place it either underneath this swing or this swing. I'd probably opt with this swing, and I have a feeling based on this pressure that it's coming down with, it's not going to end well. There's the wick off. You can see it goes back up, fails there, and then it comes off hard. Now, this type of trade, if you actually took this trade, 7 out of 10 times this type of trade will be successful for you. But remember, take half of the trade first, and then as it comes back, take the other half of the trade. It's a very, very, very good kind of concept there. Then we see all of these candles just showing resistance. Again, there's no real strong trades here. Hit the level again. Okay, all right, whoa. So what have we got going on here? This is a very interesting pattern. We've got a resistance, intervening troughs coming through here. So we'll draw a line through this point here. And this close below signals to me, I want to sell this zone right here. When it comes up, I want to sell that zone. Why do I want to sell that zone? Because we've got the engulfing candle down. It's broken through the zone. There's a lot of fake breakouts here, which is showing us the weakness is coming back into the market. We wait for it to come back up. Ah, there we go. Beautiful rejection candle here. So you got 2 choices. One, you take a short right here, or you take a short underneath here. And at this point, you zoom it out, you go down, and you say, where is a logical take profit zone? I would argue this is a very logical take profit zone. Previous resistances, previous support, highlight that area, take that as the zone of stops. Where are we going to place our stop loss? Super easy behind these highs. Then we see the movement down, hopefully, after this. Let's have a look. So we place our stop loss above here, probably even give it the 20. Plenty of risk reward, at least a 1-to-1. We can take it at the close of this candle. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, so a lot of people are concerned here, but notice how the 20 is moving down. That's actually very bearish. And again, consolidation all at the right area. That's exactly what we're going to see, guys. Keep moving it. Oh, it's keep bearish. This is good. This is good. We're happy with this. It's all looking good. It's taking a little while, but it's all good. Okay, now it's broken down. Oh, yeah. Bang. There we go. We hit it. Perfect. Exactly what we want to see. We'd rather it came all the way down here, but notice how each time wick rejections through there. So the lesson here is you found structure, you've been patient, you've put your short in, you've got your take profit, and you've got correct stop loss, and you just keep looking at these candles. Every one of these candles is still showing you the correct direction underneath the 20 sloping through. Your profit gets hit, and I bet you it goes bullish after that. Yep. We'll come back to this later. We'll go back to the market. But does that make some sense to you guys? Why we do it that way? Hopefully it does. Some good structuring there. All right. So non-farms really has just been smashing the US dollar more than anything else. Euro's moving up, gold's moving up, etc. Pre-market still 58, 8.41% for GME, $7.46 for AMC. Bitcoin hovering underneath the 38,000. Let's have a look at that coin market cap again. Ethereum, 1667. I've talked about Ethereum a few times, but I just want to load it up again just to show you guys what my thought process is here. Glad you enjoyed that one, Pa. This is a classic higher low situation coming into a strong resistance break, signaling, I think, possibly upwards of $2,000 move on Ethereum. And everything's looking really nice here. We've got a strong breakout. You go down through the smaller time frames, you'll notice there it is. So 1440 was the resistance. It's a 1, 2, 3 standard breakout. A little bit of a bear trap kind of candle here, followed by the bullish. You buy, again, what would we be doing here? You'd usually buy half of your position, with half of your position waiting for the retest. It allows you to get best of both worlds, and then we move on up. 1688 now coming under pressure. I wouldn't be surprised at all with this dollar move recently if we see 1700 breach. Things are looking good on Ethereum. Let's go over to the community. Shanika says, what would you do or recommend for beginners? Well, I guess, look, I'd have to recommend our course at fxevolution.com. I think it's probably the best, well, I would say it's the best course on the internet for technical analysis. We've spent a long time putting it together. We've got a great community as well. But you can also just put in, Baby Pips teaches you some stuff as well if you want to go check out a free one. It's not the same though. Kyle says he would stay away from the alts. Yeah, alts can be pretty dangerous there. Thank you very much to the 1,887 viewers that are coming out to view, obviously, non-farm payrolls, which is now over. And soon, 45 minutes away, we're going to get the stock market open. Another one that you want to watch is ETH-BTC charts. We took a look at that together. Still on the way up here, but still well under some of the parities or some of the closer levels it's been. Remember, many times it's got to the 0.9 level. We're well under that right now for ETH to BTC ratios. So it's just trying to play that catch-up game. 5770, 746 AMC, BlackBerry, Sundial. Let's have a look. We'll load up some of the ones that I know you guys are going to want, just because I know they're popular. Get rid of the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the daily. Pre-market 118 there for Sundial. Stock market kind of hovering all over the place. Don't worry, GME 5767. We'll look at that in just a few moments. VIX Did it bounce? Did it do anything? Not really. 2170, 0.55%. Tesla down 0.55, nothing there. Quickly pre-market, anything going on here? Pretty much no. No, nothing there that's too interesting either. WizGuy says 1700. We actually got 1800 live viewers there, WizGuy. Tom is a rock star. Thank you very much. It's all thanks to you guys supporting the channel. Way high, dude man. Any good stocks to recommend for noobs? When you're being a noob, it depends what you want to do. Trade or invest. If you want to invest, I mean, always blue chip is the best thing to look at. And you'll never hear people go really any differently to what everyone's saying right now. Things to do with internet and businesses, always going to be good. So tech is good. A lot of people in EV. I think EV is a bit cooked right now. That's my opinion only. I think it's very, very high. Genomics, biotech. I like railroads. I'm a bit boring, but I like the railroads. 10% per annum pretty much forever on the railroads. What was it the other day? We checked one of the railroad stocks, and I think it was the only stock that's been around for like 100 years that every year it's made 10%. Pretty bizarre. Tadas says, please check INPX. All right, we'll take a look at that. INPX. Remember, if it's your first time coming here and you're interested in technical analysis, learning about trading, investing, all those types of things, definitely consider subscribing. We make videos all the time talking about the markets, and we do live streams like this one. And the live streams are only going to improve. We've got a lot of plans for them. So INPX here, 1 hour, 5.99%, followed by an 18.44 yesterday. Look at the daily. This is a good breakout of the $1.65 area. I don't know anything about this particular stock here, but this is the breakout that you want. It fills then to maybe $2. Maybe we get participation coming off this level. This resistance should act as support, and then hopefully the $2 fill occurs. If we put the horizontal line on here, you can see how it is. Resistance, 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 possible movement up to the 2 now. 175 on the open. Nice. All in a holding pattern, a lot of accumulation around that dollar zone. All right, we checked out Zom a little while ago, Omar. If you go back to about the first hour, definitely there. Way high dude man says, thanks for the answer. I hope your sub count goes to the moon. Appreciate that, bro. Buying the dips, GME and AMC. Well, I think today with the positive news that's coming out here, it's really the day that you would hope it to happen, yeah? 746, 57.96. I noticed that I was at IG, completely banned GME and AMC from there. Literally, they completely banned it, I believe. It's a bit dodge. If you guys are interested in some Diamond Hands merch, I'll post that in here. Why not? Check out the Diamond Hands merch. Support the channel if you can. Let's go through the technical analysis now for AMC and GME. We're only 40 minutes away from the open, so I think you guys deserve it. I know how many people love this stock and want to know about it. Why do I think that AMC was a little bit better than GME from a support level? Well, it's mostly this. Firstly, BlackRock filings. Secondly, resistance across the board here. $7, becoming the support zone. Let's have a look at the market dynamics on the smaller time frames. Go to the hour. Can you see why the $7 becomes clear? We've got wicks underneath. But what does a wick mean? Wicks show that there is buyer momentum at these levels. There's basically a demand zone. Remember, supply, demand. There is demand for this particular pair, AMC, at these levels. $7 is reached, closes there, buys up off it, finds heavy kind of purchasing power. Again, yesterday comes down, hits the $7, finds some purchasing, closes at the 709. That's good. What are the war zones today? A lot of people are going to ask me that, I'm sure, throughout the stream. Well, we've got some war zones. We're warring between the 976 zone, 975, and the 746 or $7 flat. We do not want to see 1 hour close or any close below 7. No close below 7, guys. Diamond hands, all right? Dimitar says, could Euro US dollar try for 1.20606? Yeah, Euro could do a lot of things now because it's moved quite a lot after that announcement. So 91.20, you know, that's a lot less for the dollar index. Have a quick look at Euro for you, and then we'll go back to AMC. So Euro coming off the 20, you can see the power of that. That was partially why I took off a little bit earlier, plus non-farms. I had the short in this one. I had to take it before non-farms. I just didn't trust it. So my thought process would be just here, man. 1.205. Previous supports acting as resistance. That could be a zone where you do find some selling pressure. Just purely because previous support, resistance, all that type of thing, roll reversal. So these are our fight zones. Every dollar will be definitely a point where people will sell out for profit and stuff. Remember, we've got to get this confidence back in, get through this 20 moving average on the 1 hour at least. That even held it down. So that'll be a psychological win as well. Getting through the 850, psychological win. Getting through here, massive psychological win. We push 12, we push 15. If we could breach 976.10, oh, that would be good. You guys could celebrate. Is this a question, Caesar? Dogecoin, bigger profits, more risk than Ethereum. Yeah. Dogecoin, huge risk. Ethereum, well, a lot less risk than Dogecoin. Dogecoin is insanely risky. Insanely risky. No worries, Dimitar. Thank you very much for joining the Stonk Squad, man. Z1 says AMC is a win-win situation. It's going to go up eventually. There's definitely some arguments there. We've also got market capitalization size that makes some sense. The question is how much short positions are actually on AMC right now? With people like BlackRock and stuffing, ETH is surging. Is ETH surging? I expect it to surge. This is a bit delayed, I think. Let's load up ETH. ETH should be surging. Did it get past that level? Perfect. Bang. There we go, guys. Live. We saw it. Coiling through 1700. As I said on the trading view, you know, my thoughts, potentially a 2000 kind of play. I posted that. I'll post it here if you want to follow these, if you're interested in this type of stuff. Always check it out. Nice. So that's the thoughts on AMC broken down. Let's break down GME. Okay. We have to go probably to a 1 hour to break down GME because it's been so aggressive both ways. We know there's latent demand at 40. Heaps of resistance before the initial, that second kind of big breakout after the 20 to 40. So we know there's latent demand there. $50. We're going to put the psychological horizontal line in. Yesterday, we thought there'd be some buying pressure off the 62. There was, but it was short-lived. Again, I think stopping people from Robinhood not being able to trade sucked there. Frederick says, Elon literally memeing all the trash on offer these days. Yeah, that Dogecoin thing. That's so dangerous, guys. I know it's all fun and games, but remember, when you're in those things, think you could lose it all. Lose like a huge amount of it. Be very careful. So we hit the 50 aftermarket. Remember, it actually did hit 50 aftermarket yesterday. We closed at 53.50. We're opening what looks like 56.52 right now, but I hope that improves. Where are our fight zones? We're going to have to go down to even smaller time frames to find this out. Okay. These are my zones. $62. We're going to reach this point hopefully today. If we battle through this joint, where do we go next? 70. they're going to be our breach joints. Then after that, I think 80 is not really a problem. I think 90 is a super problem for this share. So we're going up here, decline possibly, up again if we get through, decline possibly, movement to 72. Ideally we bust that hard, move to 90, it's going to struggle. I think 100 is not really a big problem with it. Wasn't on the support, barely even held there. And then the next one's 151 for me, 155. So once we get through the 110, previous highs over here, we start to push that first one, the second one, and over here. So I'll line all these up that I'm thinking. 150 to 155, 110, 90. See the supports here? I said when we close through this, we were going to get busted down hard. I thought 62 yesterday, I'll admit. I thought it was going to stop here. But it was a little bit too fierce for us. Nihal says, thanks for your time on this analysis. Yeah, no worries. Hey, I love this stuff, guys. Nothing I love more than good analysis. Analysis, trading, investment. Hopefully you guys have caught the bug. How many of you guys have caught the bug recently? We've been looking at the AMC as well. Covered that one off. AMC has always been my favorite recently because of the small market capitalization size. I think that it's easier for retail community move smaller market caps. Bloodbath McGrath says, these people have figured out that they can make huge amounts of money by reassuring people to buy things that they are in fact shorting. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think, look, for me, look, do I like AMC and GME? I haven't really. I like the movement. I got involved a little bit just for, to get involved with you guys, but it's not for me. I can talk about the technicals, but it's not for me because the thing is, it is really risky. And I do think that you'll find that the media pumps and dumps, and let's face it, who really won here? Wall Street won hardcore because they closed up their accounts and they shorted the crap out of it. Opening up puts at 450 opening puts, if you could hold a couple of thousand back, just in case, like $1,000 plus, it was almost a guarantee for them. They were lining up. They banned it so no one else could do it, I feel. Like, I was banned out of it. You couldn't do it. For anyone that's been around for a while, it's very difficult to hold sentiment like that. But it was a cool thing. It was definitely a very, very awesome stuff. And I'll hope that you guys continue to get your money out and don't take too much losses. Here we've got the 7. Again, the 7 is the buy zone in terms of just the heavy support area. 745 pre-market. 976 is the resistance war zone for the day. 850, 20 moving average on the 1 hour should be a zone as well we watched throughout the session. Z1 says AMC squeeze could go to 40. Anything's possible, but you got to get through a lot of zones now. Dave Finder said AMC squeeze may go to 20 once COVID is over. It will head back towards 30. Well, look, there are some things that you can say, well, maybe this stock has some better value. Firstly, we talked about the BlackRock thing. Secondly, we know that it's been there before. I mean, we go back to September 18. We're at 20. We obviously go back to June and September. We're at where we are now, basically. Previous peaks, 15, 16, 35. You can see why the $20 though, was that target. Psychological number, and for a lot of people, support, resistance, and a 20. Tough line to get through, tough line. Bill Rand says, I am buying more physical silver, 1,000 Oz and 1,000 shares of P-Silv. I wonder how AG is going in the morning. Look at this Ethereum cracking through to those highs. We've got to keep those ones up. We've got to keep our 6 screener up. That's our learning kind of center area. Let's load up the watch list. I just want to have a look at AG, up 1%. So this was a stock that was really moving the other day as well. Why did it stop there? So easy to tell when you look at the weekly. Look at these nasty creatures. Resistances across the board. Hit it, bang, straight down. Of course. That's why technicals work, guys. It's not, even if you're a fundamentals trader, understand the price action, understand your charts. If you can be a fundamentals trader, if you don't see this one coming, let's say you were fundamentally trading this, it wasn't a hype bust, and it just got up there and you weren't knowing that this is a good area for take profit, that would be a big mistake for you. Thank you very much to the 1,780 viewers currently we've got here. We're only 28 minutes away from open. We've been live streaming almost every day of this week with amazing support from you guys, the community. So thank you for that. We will be live again Monday next week with a couple of new overlays, I hope, that I can get done on the weekend. Some new music, whole new stream, a couple of new platforms as well. We're making improvements constantly thanks to your feedback. Joel Duncan, if I hold AMC and it goes to $2, I'm fighting someone. Well, I hope it doesn't go like that for you, man. Bill Rand says, Silv, P-Silv charts, thank you. Yeah, we can do silver. Why not? Do you need Silv charts or are you happy with just silver spot? Silver spot's the same anyway. So the $30 is the long-term alert. Almost every trader has to have that on their charts. We know that when it broke through previously in history, it went ballistic each time. So you had that big run through 11, went up, almost hit 50, shot off. And then you go back. Look at this. Look how far we go back. Wow, here we go. And this was the last move. And again, tapped the 50. And that was all she wrote. So P-Silv and silver, that's the type of thing you're looking at. The structure is good here for bullish momentum. Go down to the daily. You'll straight away notice we've got some resistance acting as support at the 26. So things definitely looking strong there. Since the dollar index has kind of been hovering around after the non-farm payrolls, this is a problem that we now need to get through as silver traders. Supports across here, becoming the resistance, but more importantly, we have these 20 and 50 exponentials. So see how we've got 2 weak rejections? Wait for this probably to close bearish. When we get a movement close above here, I would expect strong movement for silver, at least to 27, and then of course higher I expect as well. So the price action looks good here for silver traders. Tim says, can you look at Nexo, sir? Nexo, why not? We're now only 25 minutes off the open, so not long to go now, guys. Well, this thing's very vertical, dude. Let's go to the weekly. Oh my goodness. Yeehaw. Yeehaw, this one. 1 minute. I'm sorry, 1 hour. Oh, this is so vertical. There's nothing you can do here other than just play the psychological game, which is maybe this thing's aiming for the $2. Did it stop at 1? Yeah. So look at previous history on these types of things. Stopped around 1, found resistance, hovered, stopped around 130. Who the hell knows why? Stopped at 160. So that was a 30-cent bracket. Interesting. Recurring event, question mark. Maybe $1.90 is actually where it goes. 30 cents. Where did it stop here? No. So that was $1, $1.30, $1.60, $1.90 maybe. It's looking bullish right now though. Good luck, sir. Hey, can you look at Nokia and BB? All right, we'll have a look at them. Nokia 436 pre-market. Most people have been viewing us this week would know that I'm not a fan of this one. I don't like the paper hands, guys. Too much paper hands here. So we saw that bull run We obviously saw a huge bust come straight after it. This is the type of thing where it shows it was just a full pump dump. We are returning back to a level that's probably more fair value. So let's have a look down here. 435. So it's really hitting back on the roll reversal. This is the zone that you expect. Maybe Nokia will not have another one of these squeezes on it, but it's certainly the right area for support to be found. Well, at 435, it's the right area. So my thought process is it's the correct area. This is the breakout pulling back to the right area. That's all you can say. Things should be bullish, but I don't think it'll squeeze again. BlackBerry, I'm also not thinking anything's going to happen on this one. Welcome, Calvin. It says I'm new. Pete Udall says that was when they restricted the stock. Yes. So as soon as they restricted the stock, everything went bad. Sentiment got busted, everything like that. BlackBerry's fairly similar to my thoughts on Nokia. Not good hold candles, so, and also just not good search results. Remember, we've been looking at unbiased stock. You can see here when you search through, GME and AMC still dominate Wall Street bets in terms of discussion. You go to Google Trends on stocks. You'll notice you scroll through. Things have changed in the last 24 hours. All of a sudden, it's not all about the AMC, GME as much. We go to Twitter trending stocks. GME still up there. NOK is here, but I don't know why Nokia continues to Twitter score so madly. It's like it's got crazy bots on it or something. So I feel like Nokia has like an insane amount of Twitter bots going. AMC up there as well. Silver as well. Ethereum coming up through it. COS. Haven't looked in them. BlackBerry. Yeah, George A, what's up? George A says, hey, Tom, how did you get into trading? I got into trading like a lot of you guys, off an event that was just very big. I was always in trading. So my dad actually got me into stocks and he gave me some money. And I remember I traded stocks. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I just picked them based on whether I saw them out. So if I saw it in like a store, I bought Wesfarmers. A lot of people in Australia will know what that is. And that's how I got into it. And then during the GFC, I started trading currency and stocks. And I remember I was buying stuff and it was just going crazy. And there was 7-10% days on banks and all sorts of things back then. And I just got hooked, man. And then ever since then, I got into it and decided to make it a career of myself after I traded for a few years. Started the business with my business partner and here I am. Didn't really think I'd get onto YouTube and start doing it because we mostly manage money, but yeah, I've been really enjoying the community. So it's been good to share some of the things that I go through. Ethereum here still breaking through 1726. Very nice. I just feel really good about this Ethereum. Market just going ballistic still, 38.89. For everyone, if they're not sure what's going on today, that's probably the big news for AMC GME holders. Sam coming in with a very timely donation here. Sam, $5. What impact will lifting of trading restrictions have? So the impact of lifting trading restrictions will see money come back in. And the reason why you'd think about that is, let's think about each one of these stocks. Okay, what's human nature? I'm sure a few of you have felt this or already done it. Let's say we entered here or here. If we entered here, then we are going to possibly want to double down. Now, we might have stuck in Robinhood. We can't be bothered going somewhere else, but we've got money and we got frustrated and we're ready to go. So we might want to double down on our stock. It's not really a great strategy, but people do it. They double down. That could cause some buying pressure today. I think that's one of the catalysts that you will see those type of people come back in. The next thing is, if you have enough people doing that and buying it up, trying to get through, and also positive sentiment of just the fact that it's now available and people then that already had it available will start trading it as well,
you start to maybe trickle into the buying pressure, and it won't take much to get people hyped up back on it. How unhyped do people feel right now? Probably pretty unhyped. But if this was moving 20%, 30% up, would the chat be going crazy? I feel like you guys would. Way high dude man said, that's what I did, lol. Yeah, everyone does the double down. Indian Law said Robinhood must have gotten more cash. I think it's a mixture of that and the fact that they literally, they don't feel scared of it happening again. I feel that they're confident that this phenomenon, or at least the GameStop phenomenon, might not happen again to them. And on top of that, it's crushing their business. You guys are using your hard-earned money and moving away from them and moving somewhere else. And by doing that, it's excellent. Because really, you're scaring them. Look what's happened. 5% deposit bonuses announced today. Par 6731. Tom, please just check ETH-BTC. I'm begging you. We did check it, man. We did check it before. Yeah, it's breaking out, man. ETH-BTC breaking out of the resistance. Still well under where we expect it to be. Maybe back to a 0.9. That's my argument for probably the year. All of this resistance as well getting snapped and taken out. Looks good. Pre-market now. Let's have a quick look here on the Webull. We're only 17 minutes off the pre-market, guys. Let's load up to the top here. Estee Lauder, Zimmer Biomet, Zillow Group, Beijing, I'm not sure. Johnson & Johnson, Microchip, those ones. Unity, still the one that's down for the day. You want to read a report on that. And Peloton, everything else pretty much green. Let's go to the stock screener, refresh kind of our news quickly, see what's going here. US trade deficit jumps to 12-year high, no surprise. That will be the story of forever pretty much now. Exports of goods and services tumbled 15.7% to the lowest since 2010. Imports of goods and services dropped 9.5% to a 4-year low. It's kind of interesting. Plunge in exports contributed to the economy shrinking 3.5%. Makes sense. Domestic products since 1946. Makes sense as well. Futures here, green across the board. Now the US dollar is the only thing that's really red. And of course, treasury yields, as Boomer Dave said before. We look at the treasury notes. You'll notice these are declining quite heavily here. This is actually a relatively large move for treasury yields. Look at this on a weekly. You'll see it's starting its gradual decline here. Possibly it finds some buying pressure back down at this point. Generally, 10-year notes, if they're rising hardcore, has been historically a time where if they rise hardcore, it's sometimes actually stopped the Nasdaq in its tracks when it's risen. But it hasn't always been like that recently. Usually treasury notes and Nasdaq were correlated. 4% now in the pre-market. Let's get up our screener here. Where are we? We'll move over to our screener. We've got dollar index, gold, sundial growers here, still 118. And we've got our AMC at 739 and only a 56 now. Come on, guys. GameStop can do better than that. Gold tanking. I don't think it's tanking. It's just really at the same zone. Frank Sinatra said AMC theaters are opening in New York today. Diamonds. At FX Evolution from NetBoff, he says OCGN is trying to get FDA approval today. Thoughts on it? OCGN. Well, I would assume that this was the date that they said they were going for it. Every one of these, I tend to always think of them as pump dumps. So it's buy before generally the FDA approval. and then sell after the news. See how it hyped itself in? Look at the previous history, like I always say, of the stock to get an idea of how it generally trades off this. Hype, failure, hype, failure, hype, failure, hype, consolidation, failure. It pretty much proves that you are usually not dealing with good stuff. Let's have a look at the daily because that's only a 1 hour. Okay, so this was the announcement time. This looks like an absolute dump after the fact, bro. 30 cents up to 331 in anticipation of the result. Ugh. Might move up further, but again, pumpy and dumpy. Most of these are like that. So pre-market here, I would like to see these levels get a bit stronger. We should be seeing stronger movement on GME. A 55.89 is not really what we want to see in a day that should be glorious because of the move from Robinhood to allow it back in again. Brent Turnbow, $4.99 donation. Thank you very much, Brent. Really great analysis here. Good stuff, man. Keep it up. Subbed. Will do, Brent. Don't worry. Been doing this a long time, man. Still pretty good on it. Hexcoin, couldn't have put it better myself. Buy the hype, sell the news. Good one, man. Karimov, THCB. Well, that might be up my alley. Let me have a look at this one. Tuscan Holdings. Oh, it's finance. It's not up mine. This is logarithmic, so that's why it looks like this is all really, really small. Logarithmic scaling, I use that. If you change it to regular, things will look maybe a little bit different. I'm going to use logarithmic. This stock particularly has moved high. It's holding above the previous resistance. $20 could be buying pressure support. It's obviously 21.88 right now. Need to go down to probably a 1 hour. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of structure forming here. Let's go to half an hour. Nice little market structure. TXHE stock. It's a lot of spam when you're doing this, sir. Yep, this is definitely market structure. Breakout confirmed, probably more to the long side. Breakdown, that wouldn't be good. So looking good there on THCB. All right, I'll do this, but you got to stop spamming, bro. And spam doesn't usually win you the day. 11 minutes. What the hell is this thing? Oh my God, I wish I didn't come here. This can't be the stock. Really? What is this? It's either broken data or some insanity. I can't do that one, man. That's too crazy for me. CCIV, Mark, we've done that one a few times. I'll quickly check it, but we definitely have done it quite a few times. This is Churchill Capital. Interesting how a lot of the retail guys, we all like these same stocks, mostly due to their moves. Bounced yesterday off what we thought, which was a little bit of a pullback. Let's go down here. Resistance became support. We don't have any strong kind of moving averages or anything that's really being reached. Let's check the 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hour, maybe you could go just anything around the 20 is interesting. That bullish hammer is good, and it kind of points to further bullish momentum, maybe into testing the highs. This is not the kind of TA that I love at all, but yes, the 34.52 would be in the sights of what you're looking for there. Nico Pisano says $2. Could you look into pins? Thank you for your work. Yeah, we'll check out pins, then we'll get back into the pre-market as we're only 9 minutes away here from the open. We need to do our analysis there. Pins, oh, I like some of the things I'm seeing here. Lots of consolidation, clear breakout. Ah, that's a shame. Damn, dude. Why didn't you tell me about this one yesterday? Ah, that's sad. Good stock though. I was getting all excited till I saw the pre-market. I was thinking now we've got something we're looking at. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Oh, I love both these candles, bro. That is so good. Bullish hammer, so good. Off the roll reversal, off the close, shows there's accumulation. All these candles coming into it showed some funny business, and it was large amounts of accumulation. You could see the announcement was sweet, 86.70, beautiful trade. If you're in it, nice. Yeah, well done, dude. I don't know where it goes next because you're in uncharted territory. You're looking at just learning where it stopped before, any psychological points, etc. But that's absolutely beautiful TA across the top there, man. They released earnings yesterday, says Daryl. Yeah, this is sick. Ah, so good, dude. That pre-market, let the price action tell you guys what's going on. So now let's get stuck into this market. 8 minutes off open here. Thanks to everyone that's joining us. 1,561 people joining us for this Friday. It's been a long week. We've got heaps of subs tonight. Thank you so much. If you haven't already subbed, definitely consider doing so. Support us. Support me sitting up here at 1:30 in the morning for you guys. Always happy to help. Always happy to share as much as I know about the markets. And hopefully I can continue doing that for some time. So we've got 56.53 pre-market GameStop. We've got AMC 733. Again, for newcomers for the day, the story is Robinhood lifts trading restrictions on GameStop AMC stock. People feeling pretty good about that. We would hope that that leads to some buying pressure. We had non-farm payrolls. Bring the result on just here, just to recap. 49,000 job creation. 6.3% unemployment rate. Figure is, market didn't seem to care too much. The dollar did get crushed a little bit. Let's have a look here at some interesting things. What can we do? I think we'll start to probably look outside of the normal kind of pre-markets and maybe start to do a bit of stock scanning. Would you guys like that if I do some stock scanning next week in our live analysis moving forward into the market? If you guys like that, let me know. Do some stock scanning, find some opportunities potentially. We'll do that together. I think that make the stream a little bit more interactive, and we can always just go look at random stuff and talk about it. It's always good. GameStop 56.50 now. AMC 733. 6 minutes. Market still bulling in. 38.90. The SPX, we've got this trend line that's been going through on the SPX for some time. So where's 38.90 in the charts here? 38.90 would put us here. So we've still got a little bit of room there for the growth, but we would expect selling pressure if it hits this trend line. Get the trend line on your charts. Check that one out today for sure. Pa likes that idea. Sandollar likes it. Johnny likes it. Stonks scan only. You telling me I have to go look for 100 million below stonks? Yeah, we'll probably try that a little bit. I think that would be good. So we're not long away now from the open. From this is the promised land. GameStop, AMC. I'm kind of over the others. I know you guys are in them, but they don't interest me as much as these two because these are the ones I feel like there's still some effort on. $7.77, US $4. Thank you, Sandollar. Man, you've been a big supporter of the channel. You, Bravo, Dave, Siddharth. Man, you guys coming through. $4. Give me a coffee. I need this. Pa says stonks only go up. NetBoth says, is it better to buy at the open or at the close? Generally, you would actually want to have a crack at the close. But it's all about the confirmation, so that's why the close is the better one. FN, though, can you look at DT Dynatrace, new ATHS this week? Yeah, we've got 4 minutes. We'll have a quick look at that one, bro. Was it DT Dynatrace? New all-time highs, I assume you're saying. Yeah, okay. So let's go through. Yeah, good consolidation.
Beautiful. Wow, pretty good resistance break. Let's have a look at the weekly. Oh yeah, that's much better on the weekly than the daily. See how it kind of chopped out these weird points, so we know that's a real close now. I like setting alerts for this as well, like going back down, creating a zone or a range would be good here. We're getting pretty close to the market open, so we'll go back in just a minute. But yeah, this kind of range, I'm interested in maybe a retrace as well. Maybe some of the hype comes out of it, retraces back down and then moves forward. There's a lot of structure here, so you take that structure difference and bring it out. That's what I'd be doing. We have to get back over. 55 now, GameStop 2.8. Well, they're coming in a bit hard here. I'm just gonna get some water. Neo says Moon. Yeah, we've looked at Neo. If I remember rightly, Neo is just a moving average. Follow it up. I think there's a role reversal on Neo as well. JM Endured? I'm going to butcher your name there, bro. Can you, $5, thank you very much. Can you check OTLK, please, sir? Love the channel. Thanks a lot. We'll definitely check that out. We probably don't have time just yet. We'll do it after the open there, JM. I'll write that one down. OTLK. We will look at that. So here we go, guys. Friday morning after the non-farms. We're looking at the stock market coming through 91.20 for the dollar index. S&P very, very strong. Let's get rid of the dollar index. Bring in the big boy, the old Nas. Nas testing that 13,600 zone. Here we go. A few more minutes. Oh, I need to look at Tilray, Sun. Yeah, man. That's my own interest. Whoops. Get rid of that. That was me writing notes today. Tilray. And what was that one? OLTR. Cool. Pete says GNUS is a short squeeze candidate. All right, we'll check that one out as well, Pete. Thanks very much. All right, here we go. So we've got the $7 hold the line for AMC. It looks like we're going to close. We're going to open at least a 721. We're only 40 seconds off the market open here. Everything's setting up for a pretty green day, but we know that S&P is very close to, it's only about 20 points, maybe even 30 points away from that trend line resistance. So maybe it reaches that on Friday and closes, who knows? GameStop really coming in hard here to the pre-market on the previous close. That sucks. But, you know, the first 5 minutes will be key here. So here we go. 15 minutes, guys. 15 seconds, I mean. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're open a little bit earlier. Here we go. GameStop opens at 54. AMC a little bit lower. That's basically almost a flat open at 7.15. AMC, we need to put our line in. We've got the $7 hold the line for sure there. Good luck, guys, today on everything that you've got. Activision, hopefully holding the 100. I just need to do something. Activision. You hideous stock. Oh yeah, $100, nice. Okay, so stock market quickly sold off there. AMC coming in with some buying pressure. So's GME, 56.88. Raise the diamond hands. Raise the diamond hands in the screens, guy. Get them ready. Raise them up. Market starting to bull hard, 38.92. There's only a 1 minute chart, so we'll go that over to 15. You can see it's starting to put the resistance peak on. Good luck, good luck. GameStop putting pressure. This is a bit exciting. Here we go. 8.37. Robinhood is activated. Cheers, guys. 9%. 7.33 here for AMC. So it's off to the gates. Can we get some sentiment? Do we get a little close above this 7.37? A little bit above here. Above the little 15. The 50 moving average here on the 5 minute even. We'll take anything we can get, hey? We'll put in our resistances here for GameStop that we want to see broken through. We'll put in the resistance that we want to see broken through on the bottom right here for AMC. BlackBerry, $12 flat. Sendal up 3.92 as well, holding that $1.20
Needs more than that, as we know. We need to get more through. Everyone's raising the diamond hands. Good luck, guys. AMC's coming in to test that resistance, putting the pressure on. There'll be some paper here. I reckon the paper weaklings will be like, no. We'll take the 10% on open. Hopefully they hold it through. Aurora Mobile from Shadow Ghost. Aurora Mobile Limited is at 160%. Woof. Yeah, that's a lot. Twyla says here for the GME and AMC. All right. Quite a lot of you are, I'm sure. 1,770 viewers. Thank you to each and every one of you. If you consider hitting the like button, sharing the stream, obviously subscribing if you like the content, would appreciate that. I must be one of the only Australians that does this, I think. So I love the American market though. Getting a little bit of sell-off pressure here with people taking gains straight away. That's probably pretty normal because people would be like, oh, I'll just take whatever. That's good enough for me. They'd be scared. Not ideal. That's definitely a squeeze coming in first couple of minutes here. That is a nasty, nasty one, but we'll see how it plays out. Gold not doing much. Actually, the market's kind of really flat, even though they opened up. Let's have a quick look at the Webull Finder here. We'll go back to just being all. Let's have a look at the percentage changes for the day. So Unity did come down, Peloton, PayPal down off yesterday's move, Tesla, etc. all down a little bit here. Estee Lauder, Zillow Group still holding up. Electronic Arts, Hideous Company is up, probably off the Activision news and hype and anticipation. Remember, $7 is the structural key here for AMC. We do not want to see no to the downside, only the upside, yeah? $55. I would have expected this to hold better. That was actually very paperish of the community, or just anyone that's holding the stock there. Big Leonard says, Tom, you heard it here first. Zom over $2 today. Well, I've got some things I've got to look at now, so we'll keep them going on. Let's see if we can get like yeah, here we go. We can do this. And we can load up our AMC there. So everyone can watch that one while we do the analysis on the left-hand side. So we've got AMC, SNDL, GameStop. Actually, is there a better layout? Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's all we need. Check the AMC here. Oh, they're pressuring 7 already. That sucks. No to getting under 7. We do not want that, guys. Remember, it has to close under there. Oh, God. All right. That is a very bad short. It's been this low before, but that is not what you want to see. 665 last time and then $6 held it up. Needs to have strong reversal off these areas. That is not the best. Bloody hell. All right, we'll keep them going and then we'll load these other ones up because we've got to do the analysis. So we had OLTR, which was a donation. Was it OLTR? I need to go back through. OTLK. What the hell am I doing? OTLK. Outlook Therapeutics. Strong movement up 25%. We'll continue to watch this on the right-hand side, guys. That's a nice breakout, man. So we'll go to the daily. Yep. Above the resistances. Very strong breakout here. Not sure if it'll hold it, but you can see 280 was the last kind of peak. We're stuck in the middle of that. We've got a 222. I feel like it will most likely sell off a little bit here, but you've got some good like zones. I mean, you've got the good zone of picking it back up off the $1.80 or the $1.70 zone if it does come back off what this news is. This is a strong break. I expect this level really will hold the zone off very nicely, and things are looking good. Yeah, 280 would be the target on something like this. Good luck with this one. Nice though. That's a beautiful break of the close. Everything's looking very bullish there. What's happening to Nokia? We got 428 down 2. This is definitely not what people wanted to see when Robinhood came through. Yeah, these stocks are looking like it's not good. I mean, you want the 7s to hold for AMC. GME still, it could test 50 and go up. You know, it could do that. This is the problem with these stocks, though. I know a lot of you guys are first time ever in these, but yeah, these stocks, when they're squeezes, they require everyone to hold, as you know. That's where the diamond hands came from in the first place. But if people don't hold them, they're not fundamentally worth this. So that's why they're going down. OTLK, again, I wouldn't be surprised for it to come back down to this level. But this is a very nice resistance. There was another one we had here, Tilray. Let's have a look at Tilray. So Tilray continues to impress me. I'm actually a bit of a bull on this stock. I think it does come down after this last partial move. Resistance here, plus the wick. I feel like the 22, 23 is a very interesting level. And if you look at the room that these stocks have in them still, they can never get back to where they were because that was just hyperactive. But this is a very significant break through the 22. See this 22? So I think like 22.20 here on Tilray. Resistance, coming back down, acting as support. GME just dropped down to 50, found that quick buying pressure. 51. AMC starting to power up again. Remember, it's the close underneath on the hour that you don't want under the 7. It's the hour that matters. I like Tilray. That's cool. Genus Brands. I can't remember why I'm looking at this one. Okay, there's good market structure around $1.60, $1.65 area. It's trading at $1.97. $3 got hit on the weekly. Let's have a look at the daily. Okay. Just remember, to everyone that's learning TA, currencies, blue chip currencies like big ones, majors, commodities that are major, and stocks that are blue chip, TA will work the best on. If you're trading penny stocks, TA is only really good for finding profit targets, potential stop areas, and following moving averages. It's too hard to find structure a lot on penny stocks because they boom and bust too much. I just noticed we're getting a lot of these kind of interesting ones. This is a good level here, the $2 psychological. We break and close above there. Starts possibly another little bull run here on Genus. If you're interested in that, you can definitely check it out. So here we go with the AMC and the GME. GME now back to 2.2% up, 55. AMC actually behind 4%. So they were syncing up before, but the rally has been better in GME. Now we've got a clear target to tap out today on this one. Get above this 58.90. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on, push it up. Good work, Jager Croft. I got rid of my AMC at 13.32. Well, technically, you were smart to probably do so. J1K says Elon needs to tweet about AMC. Elon really does need to tweet about AMC. For you guys, he needs to be like, I like that stock, yeah? Actually, I reckon if he posted, imagine if he posted, I like that stock. Which one? Obviously, I think GameStop would go most crazy. Which one do you think would go most crazy? GameStop or AMC? Elon Musk tweeting, I like that stock. That's all he tweets. Pretty funny. Sunny Yang said, why did we believe these bums? AMC believers. Yeah.
Pants Raider says, if you bought GME under $5, are you still trading a penny stock? Well, technically GME isn't really a penny stock at any point, because the thing was that GME or GameStop was a big company. It was in dire straits, but it was a big company. Had a lot of... I wouldn't consider that a penny stock. A penny stock's like... I know the market cap was under, but it's more like those stocks with low history and unknown cash credits and under 5 years on the market, worth like 10 cents and stuff like that, worth under a couple of bucks, under a few billion, that type of thing. In Australia, I'd class it as under $500 million. So here we go, getting some buying momentum coming through. We'll just enlarge these for you guys. We'll enlarge the appearance, get this up to 24, so you can really see those numbers. It's probably a bit better if I do it that way. There we are. Big numbers now. We're on the 5-minute charts here for these pairs. On the left-hand side, we'll continue some analysis. You guys like this layout more, where we watch the stocks that you're interested in on the right and then do a bit of analysis on the left? Mark, don't... I can't do it to you, man. But you said here, if I read this comment, you'll buy 500 more. That's your decision, remember. But I'll read your comment anyway. Oh, Joel, no. Joel Duncan says, officially lost 5K. My stop loss triggered, bro. That's sad, man. AMC climbing back. Both are climbing back. We're putting pressure on that high of the day so far on GME. You guys need to give them the support. You got to get your diamond hands back out. That didn't work last time, but maybe this time it will. Get the diamond hands rolling through the chat right now. Diamond hands up. I'll get some diamond hands up. Here we go. I'll get some hyper stonk. Need some hyper stonk. There we are. Lots of hyper stonk coming through. Look at this selling pressure again at the exact same point. We sell off 7 on AMC. Damn, hyper stonk is not working for us. I really just want you guys to get your money back and stuff. Like, obviously I hope people that are new to the market learn about this experience. I mean, from anyone that's been trading a long time, you know, we knew what was going to happen. Oh, the hyper stonk. It's coming in, guys. Your diamond hands are working. Here we go. $60, approaching the 61.82. Oh, AMC getting above the 7 again. Remember, there's no close of the hour underneath those numbers right now. We hit the resistance, a little bit of selling. Some crappy paper came out. Paper hands. Oh, no. Look at this. Now it's getting a bit wild. Here we go. 61.80, pressuring that. Fake diamond hands don't do it. No. Look, that's not fake. We got through that zone. Here we go, 63.21. I'm feeling like we need to go the 2 screener here. Get this GME up quickly for you guys. Look at AMC. Look at it fly. Get the 24. Here we go. Go down to the 5-minute chart. Oh, yeah. That's definitely some pumping coming in. Dem Thighs says GME going up slightly. Well, technically it's 15%. Getting above 61 is still a big deal if we can close above there. We need a closure of at least a 5-minute candle or better. We're at 146, so we just had a closure just underneath. Now we're waiting for it to come back through. Ronnie, all of a sudden, let's go 400. Oh, man, you're crazy. Down again. Yeah, it's certainly going to be a bit of a hyper coaster here. So we've got the AMC, we've got our numbers, our drawn lines of the high of the day there. We've already smashed the high of the day on GME on the left-hand side here. Oh, yeah, come on. 64.
Now we've kind of getting up there. We're getting to the close. We've got 4 minutes to hold a candle above here. We'll put the 71 in just because it was a previous resistance that sold off from. AMC also coming up. Fat guy Lil Coat says, just a bunch of gambling addicts, we suck. It definitely, there is a bit of gambler in this, yes. But if you want to learn how to TA properly, do subscribe to the channel, because usually we don't cover these stocks that much. It's just the, you know, once in a lifetime kind of thing that we'll cover these so much. You guys want to see it? Why not? I'm having a bit of fun watching it. 66, 23% up. AMC really is behind GME today. Why is a lot of this happening? Some people will say Robinhood lifts, of course, the results. Robinhood lifts, people can trade it. Many people banned. I'm banned in Australia. My brokers all banned me. Veritasol says, did buy another 200. All right, good luck, sir. Roberto, oh man, he says he got in at 420 for the team and he's not selling. Gravity Falls, what it means to unblock the trading, incredible. Maybe some people just got their messages, and maybe Robinhood sent some text message or a push alert and said, hey, you can now trade. And everyone's like, yay. The double down phenomenon. There's the 1 minutes. A few people asking for tickers. I will have the tickers for you next week. Sorry, I don't have the tickers where I there's too much private info in some of the tickers I've got. But I will have that for you. All right, we'll sit on the 1 minute here just to watch these. $7 again coming under fire for AMC. GME on the left-hand side here is finding some little bit more pressure. Let's just quickly put a label on here. Symbol name. So you go, oh, that sucks. That's symbol name. I'm going to move this to the left so you don't get pressed on price. And I'll move this one to the left as well so you don't get pressed on price. So it's moving back up, taking out possibly highs. We've got a 71.27, which we know is that last high when it sold off from yesterday. Let's see how we go here, guys. Market in general. Let's quickly get the watch list up here. Oops. Watch list. BlackBerry 2.5. Sundial now down 2.6. Nokia doing its thing. Not much. US 500. SPX 38.88. So down slightly from where it was. Was that right? AMC coming back in though. 719, 720, all over the place. Pa says he's going to need more cocaine. Why did you get bans? Mimi said. Look, pretty much every broker banned me. Yeah, they banned everyone in Australia. We got banned. A lot of us got banned. They literally will not let you trade it. I just wanted, because the other day I was trying to get some AMC with you guys, just you know, play some money with it, just to support you boys and girls. But the thing is that they wouldn't let me do it. My accounts are all blocked. Oh well. The point is that we're here visualizing this, and look, whatever you guys get out of this, just learn from the experience and just say, okay, it's always a learning curve. Hopefully people don't lose too much money when it's all said and done. And remember, in these situations, all penny stock trading, never, ever, ever put in money you can't afford to lose. Penny stock trading and this type of situation is an all or nothing. It's because they have criminal records. Is that because we're all convicts in Australia? Is that what you're saying, Pants? No. All the breakers here got out. Stakes working? B said. Okay. I did move money into stake, but it won't be in there till Monday. NAB trade working for Dizzy. No AMC on eToro, says Wade. Which brokers are not working for you guys? Looks like GME is letting people dip it, then it hits NHOD, cooking the shorts perhaps. Well, we are seeing better movement out of GME here. I mean, look up here. We've got 26.19%. Bring that across a little bit here, just so you can see that ticking going through. Pretty decent. We're on the top end of the range here, so let's go up to 71. We'll have to give it this hype and support once we get close to the 71. I want to see diamond hands, apes, rockets, everything in the chat. That's what we want to see, guys. But yeah, we're starting to put pressure on this $71. Also, AMC coming up to these previous peaks of the day. Yeah, just get up. Just, yeah, there. Oh, there we go. That's some hyper stomp coming in. Elisa says, don't buy yet. Ladder attack might come back soon. Thank you very much to everyone that's joining us on, of course, this day. We're getting through that 71. We might have to reset some of our... Oh, yeah. Look at this. 36%. Siddharth, where are you? You there, Siddharth? AMC also moving 746. Let's just quickly reset these together, guys. Let's reset the levels. 15 minutes. We're crushing those previous peaks from yesterday when it was coming down. It's getting crushed right now. That's nice to see. Where is our next zone of where we need to see some more crushing going on? I'm going to think it's maybe even 90. There might, like, we had a support here, but I don't see why people would pay attention to that too much. 76, 74, Did it just go into halt? I think we halted. Looks like we're in 5-minute halt. AMC now making the move, 762. Let's just get those levels reset from yesterday's moves. We have an 804 that we want to get through. Let's get that one on the chart. 804. And then we'll watch the 1-minute candles. And I'll probably watch the 5. No, stuff it. We'll watch the 1-minute candles. Nice closes above there. Now we're targeting 804. GME, I think that went straight halt. Big move for the day. 5-minute halt. So we've got anticipation of coming out of the halt. GME suspended a whole bunch of people. GME got halted for me. Yep, it's on halt. Robert Tatum says, what's happening? We're beginning to believe. Thank you very much, Robert. Yes. It just takes, remember, sentiment is key in these situations. It's like when you go through a stock that has very little fundamental value and it just keeps going up and up and up and up. It's all about making sure that sentiment is held. When it's like with Fibonacci's, yeah, you learn Fibonacci, people say, I'm going to use that golden ratio. The golden ratio 618 is bad. It comes back too far. People lose the faith. We had the correct catalyst today for it to move up. We thought that was a bit of a scary start there. Bit of a scary start, but now we're back on the train for now anyway. I'm going to go for $8 on AMC and the halt is on for GME. So we expect a couple more minutes here and we should open back up, guys. Also, remember to like the stream. We are about to reach all-time peaks. You know what would be awesome this week? To end this week of streaming with over 2,000 concurrent viewers. Thanks so much for supporting us today and coming out here. Again, GME is halted, guys. AMC still trading. When GME comes back, what will it do? Let's find out. We're going to put in each one of the levels as we approach it with horizontal lines, so you can see the TA levels. I really feel like there's not that much holding back GME right now since it got through that point. Can we all see that point? Maybe the 80 just because it's psychological. We'll put up each 10. We'll put up the 10er just in case. We got the 50 exponential there, and it did sell off that point when it came back up. So we'll put in those lines. AMC, 1 minute little rejection here, and now it comes through. $8 is the next level. Let's get that lined up so people with OCD can handle it. Better get this one on the 80. Oh, can't do it. Oh, whatever. Jesus Christ. $4.99. Jesus saves and holds rockets diamond hands. There we go. Thank you very much for the donation there. Appreciate that. Thank you very much to everyone that's viewing us this morning. We're coming in with a GME halt off the news of Robinhood, of course, unblocking the stocks. AMC mooning right now into the $8. Here comes the pressure on the $8. Expect a little bit of selling around this zone. Remember, we're on a 1 minute chart here and a 15 minute here, but we're going down into the 1 minutes. We're all about the hype, so we might as well go there. $8. Here we go. Bang, straight through. Hold up above. We want to hold above, so we've got 10 seconds for the minute to close here. Yes. Here we go. 3 seconds. It's closed up. That's good. Above 8. Let's reset this now. Have a look at some of the key points on the 1 hour. Is there anything that we're worried about as AMC holders? AMC is starting to boost. 824.16 now. Nine. Oh, do I even think 850? Let's have a look at the 4 hour here. Remember, the biggest fight zone through this entire thing is going to be up here. So we'll move this up. We will put the 975 on because that is awesome. Remember, guys, 975. Let's say that was happening today. Probably won't, but if it does, this zone here will be basically creating a double bottom pattern with bullish intentions. So this is really the most critical point. We've got GME reopened. It went down straight away. Bounced slightly. This is again the 1 minute chart, so it's going to look pretty aggressive. We'll get down on the 1 minute for AMC because it did come off a little bit after reaching that 8. We need a 5 minute close there. What is it? 159. So let's see that 5 minute close. Very important. This candle starts to bull into the close. Oh yeah, look at this. Here we go. 47%. Diamond hands up, guys. Did we just get a donation? $77. $7. Another cup of coffee for your Saturday morning exploits. Thank you very much, $7. Thank you to everyone that's coming out today to view this. Robinhood has allowed the stock trade, and boy, oh boy, has that brought the bulls back into this stock. 82.48 on GME. Completely crunched the 80. We thought it might crunch that. The 90 is the key zone, though. That was the previous closes of the other days. GME 80, buying an island tomorrow, says Antique M. I hope so, bro. Can I come? I want to come on your island. Is it going to have tropical like oases and a barrier reef and stuff? That'd be cool. Make sure you buy it in Australia, of course. $8. AMC still hovering around that zone. You can see here 12.96. But GME, did that just halt again? Halted. Penguin says halted. Pengitron. Back into a double halt on GME. People love the GME double halt. Now we're sitting in 5 minutes. Thank you very much to everyone that's joining us. We've just hit an all-time stream record. Appreciate all of your support, guys. AMC still trading. Where's the halt for AMC? All the money's going GME's way. $8 remains the key here. When you get above that, clear it. Hopefully clear that little bit of a high, $8.25. It's funny how it changes. Yeah, look at the chat. Another halt. Yep, we're in another halt. 1.5 volume there. Let's look at the volume here. 20.9 volume, average 101. We are in, to put this in perspective, 31 minutes into trade of the day. We've done 20.9 million volume. Pushing through the GME. Can we get the triple halt, says Young God. Wall Street going to be bankrupt. A few people getting very confident.
Really surprised AMC is not finding the more buying pressure here support. Will AMC show us how GME opens, or is it just completely different today? 82.77 halted net for now. Graham Newland says, love it as an observer on GME. Come on, GME. Graham, you and me both, man. Absolutely. We'll go with cheers here. That's not really a cheers, is it, against plastic? But anyway. Good luck, guys. We've got Flavius coming in with $5 saying, regretting my paper hands. That's a shame, Flavius. That is a shame. But thank you very much for the donation and the support. The Coconut Cabbie coming in $2 saying, why do they only ever halt GME on the long? They don't halt it on the short at all? Because they're nasty corruption. That's why. We'll go with that. Yeah, look, it pretty much, I would have thought it halted both ways. But GME, yeah, halting up. Obviously, when you get declines or triggers in the stock market, like we saw in 2020, they were halting both ways. Still halted. Yeah, we're still halted. AMC is finding some selling pressure. That's a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen this through at $8 for you guys. AMC's volume also up quite heavily. But GME is the story right now. 54.71% up. Rest of the market, BTC back above 38,000. I assume Ethereum, let me just have a look here. Let's quickly press Ethereum. I just saw Ethereum going pretty crazy before. Oh yes, 1740. Nice, guys. Perfect. All right, back over to this because this is where the action's at right now. Robert Tatum says they have halted the short a couple of times. Yeah, that they should. Jay White going crazy, buying 500K in AMC if it goes below 725 again. Wow, you got some big pockets there to be putting in that one, man. Halting is a good sign for a crazy go up. Halting definitely gets the hype and anticipation ready. Halting up, when you think about it, it's like this hype anticipation. Like everyone here right now wants to know where this thing opens. We all want to know. I want to know. Graham wants to know. All of you guys want to know. The Doji coin. AMC, let's go. Yeah, we need above 8. Pants says AMC follows GME. This is known. Yes, well, that's what it's been doing. Please, AMC to 20, says Kaylin Wright. That would be nice. $20 strong resistance. I would think 20 is incredibly hard to get through. The lines at 20 would be nuts. Who's halting? It's halted in the exchange. So you can see 54.71% up right now. Graham Newland says the halt is because this may bring down the... Oh, we're back open. We actually dipped up. Look at that. 60% straight away. 84. Quickly filled that little gap zone. Quickly filled that gap zone. But we are back open. We're on the 1 minute. Back to the powerhousing. Now 90. Will we... Oh, man. Imagine if it crushes 90. Oh. It's hit it. Oh. 91. Yes. Look at... Oh, it's crashing 90. 94. 95. Oh, my God. Raise the rockets, boys. Let's get it out. We're getting the stonks going. Look at this. Ah, that was short-lived. It just crashed that 90, but it didn't close. All right, so the close in the minute just underneath the 90, but that certainly was a crush zone up to 94. Took out all the lines that were there. Let's look at the volume. Volume incredibly, just look at the increasing, constantly chunking. 90 back under pressure. Let's put in the 100 just because it's every 10. Oh, that was a bit of a sell-off there. 84, 83. AMC still not doing too much. The others on these squeeze kind of pairs, knocked, net boring. BlackBerry up 5%. Surprising me it's even doing anything.
Gold, 1805. Dollar index really getting crushed now. 91.14 after non-farms. AMC coming back down. Notice all these moving averages here on the minute. Even on a minute, that's a lot of smooths. 20, 50, and 200 all sitting there. All right, so this is the obligatory little bit of a short that comes off. I think there would have been some sellers at 90. I really do. A lot of people that have traded for a while would be like, maybe that's where I cut it. Plus, it's a pretty good return today because you're looking at maybe $50 buys just underneath $100 takes. But that's okay. We got some consolidation here. That'll be all right. GME halted again, Siddharth says. Halted down. Bloody hell. There's the buy that just comes in. Come on, AMC. Find the buying pressure. Wouldn't it be cool just to see AMC just run while we were halted on GME? Because that would mean boom, back up. Yeah, it's halted on the short side. Halted on the short side. League says, what the hell? 3 halted in 20 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Thank you very much to everyone joining us. If it's your first time at the stream, definitely consider liking, making this. Let's shoot this one to the moon. I'm streaming at 2:08 a.m. We've done this every day this week, I believe, almost. It's been great sharing it with you guys. We usually cover everything on the markets, technical analysis, AMC finding the support pressure here. This is a lot of fun. Someone says, holy crap, this Camille says, holy crap, this is not football, stop halting. Yeah, we don't want to be halting, do we? Okay, well, I think we will come out of the halt in only a few minutes here. Dan says to 5 halts today. Why do they stop trading? It's like, they call it to preserve the integrity of the market. What do you think about that wording? I think that's actually the wording they use. Preserve the integrity of the market. Yeah. It was great preserving the integrity when they banned us all from trading the shares. I like seeing that little bit of buying pressure off AMC, but God, we need this thing above 8. Get above 8. None of this 7s. So we're back in the halt. We got a bunch of trade through. We can see it was about 5.637 million units coming through there. Already, we have done 1/4 of the average volume. 1/4 of the average volume for GME has been done in the first 40 minutes, and we've been halted for 15 minutes of that pretty much. So that's just how exceptional it's been. 770 now on AMC. BlackBerry up 4. Nokia still down. Sundial 3.4, 3% down. Graham says UK 100 selling off. What's the SPX doing? 38.81, so down a little bit there from where it was before. Nasdaq, okay, so here we go. AMC, come on, buying pressure, guys. Will AMC go to 15? Well, you need to clear a lot before you get to the 15 conversation. Remember, the 10 is the real key for the psychology to come back into it. We saw the psychology play out today. This happened. It shorted off. It came up. As soon as it crushed this point, it was off. Again, AMC will have to crush certain points. It needs to it crushed not much yet. Because we have here the 5th of February trade. We hit $8. We found resistance and we sold off. Again, that's what's happened. It must crush this zone and close properly above to get the sentiment back into it. Still halted on GME, 79.07, guys. Sean is not happy. Neither is T-Mads. Yep, they've stopped us 3 times. Oh, we get some Koreans and stuff in here today. Hello. I love the kimchi. I love Korean food. Has anyone ever seen Mangchi on YouTube?
I quite like that lady. She's pretty funny. She cooks some good Korean food. AMC 770 here. Come on. Get above the 8. That's all we need. We just need to get above, close, and then we can go back and start testing that 976, hopefully. GameStop's still in the halt. This has been over 5 minutes, hasn't it? Must be in it. The third halt maybe takes a little bit longer. Let me have a quick look here. Oh, we're back open. All right, we're back open. So we opened up quickly, a little bit of a short, and then, oh, there was some buying pressure, and then back to shorting. 76. Let's go down the volume here. We can see the volume chunking away. 26. Whole bunch, another million units went through. All right, here we go. Coming down. Maybe it'll test the 20. I hope that wasn't all she wrote on this one. I'd like to see it find pressure buying back off this line here, back off the 70 or before. I'm cool with before. Geez, that was a powerful move before though. People are panicking. A little bit of a bullish hammer appearing there. Possibly a small move above this will trigger some further buying pressure. In focus. Come on, get up, get above. There we go, nice. We're pushing it up. Get a close above this zone, come on now. Blah blah says AMC will finish above 8. Aesthetic Music says, please close at 9 for AMC. There it is. Nice move here. Oh, okay. Nick, I'll answer that in 1 second. Maybe someone in the community can help us out with that one. So AMC, supposedly a bit of a price match difference here. People saying hold the line. Clarence said, I got my money back and I got out. All right, man. Come on, man, 81. So we've got a question here from Nick Herkert, $9.99. Thank you very much for the support there. Why does TD Ameritrade show AMC 75 cents lower than it does on Webull? Does anyone know that in terms of Ameritrade and Webull right now? So we have Webull. Could it be you have delayed data on one of them? Nick, could be delayed data. All right, pressure coming back down here now. No to this doubt. No pressure. We want to see buying support at least above the 70. We do not want it under that again. It's coming through. You guys are holding. Volume is just chunking and chunking and chunking. Siddharth, you machine. $5 coming in from Siddharth. 4 figures in 1 minute. Love scalping the tendies. Siddharth, you're a machine. Tell everyone how many GMEs have you traded this week? Give us an idea. What's your GME trading volume up to this week? 4-figure day again. That must be the 4th or 5th day Siddharth's made 4 figures. GME 79. AMC's really struggling. But still, all the action is here today. Everything else looks boring. Apple's actually down 0.81. Bitcoin still above 38,000. And I'll just quickly click over to Ethereum, 1,736. So we've clearly got this hold the line here. This is the Hodor area on the 1 minute. 21,200 shares of GME purchased by Siddharth himself. Rico says, hold the line, monkeys. Oh, no. Where's our 70?
previous points over here in the 70. Come on now. We don't want under that, because that's going to take away a bit of the momentum that we've got going on here. Okay, so the role reversal is working so far. Yes, back up. AMC, not good. But GME, we need that back up. Now, has anyone got that answer about Amatrade? I don't, but it could be that you have 20-minute delayed data on one of them. It's very possible that that was it. But unfortunately, I don't have the full answer here. Snoo says, come on, Hodor. PK Snooman says, take your profits and move on. Don't hold the bag. Yeah. I do think that if you can't afford to lose stuff, you can still see that volume chunking away, though, as Robinhood traders come back in. You guys are coming back in, obviously, with the volume. We've already completed almost a third of the total day's volume in less than 1 hour, with 3 halts blocking for over 15 minutes. So the hype is on. Was delay? Yeah, it would have been delay. Is this the ladder attack? I don't know about that. I just think that we're basically at a point where people are closing off. The halts probably don't help when it goes. The down halt did not help us. The up halts are okay because the hype's back, but the down halt is not good. Hold the line here, guys. I'm going to draw a little line underneath. This is our hold in the line. Put up like a little fence. Fence behind the price. There we go. All right, can't get through there now. We're safe. I don't feel confident drawing my fence on AMC. AMC, I want it to go up, but it hasn't been giving us enough action. Okay. These are all 1 minute charts, remember, guys. So the moves are big. 31, slowing down a little bit here. It was chunking a lot more before. Volume has slowed, but still good. AMC to the moon. Bunch of people feeling confident in that. Flo says ladder attacks are restricted today for GME and AMC. Okay. We'll clean that up just so that you guys can see it a bit better. Zoom in those candles. Very nice. If it's your first time here and you like technical analysis, you like talking about stocks and investment, definitely consider subscribing. Appreciate each and every one of you this week. Got 31,500 subs now. Thanks so much for that. Strong instant buy there coming through. AMC continues to struggle through this area. When you see action come back in here, it seems like there's like a really small range that's forming between these lows and this high. So we'll put the line just up here at these wicks. No, don't come back down here. Fool, without the fence, we're vulnerable. All right, I'll quickly get the fence back in. Oh my God, it's too late. Get the fence. All right. We're almost packing it up. No, the fence is, oh, it's too late. Oh God. Stupid fence. All right, that's not good. The height is going back down to 67. I should have left the fence there, guys. There's the short attack. Yeah, that was certainly a big short attack through that support. Instantly attacked both, attacking AMC as well. This makes fairly... This is definitely something that you would see with Wall Street kind of pressuring the movement. I doubt it's people just taking profit. Though there will be some people up, which will have paper hands. Remember, we did start down at 51.
We got almost to $100. So people will get scared at certain zones. That looks like an attack kind of zone. I wouldn't be surprised for us to reverse this fairly quickly. Get back above. Let's hope. Should have built a wall. I should have built a wall. That was a crap fence. Didn't even have drones flying around. Thanks very much for everyone to make this possible. It's the biggest stream we've had this week. We cracked 2,300 plus people watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. General market is actually down 30. Well, not down, but down from where it was. 38.75. Coming back a little bit there. Tesla 841 down actually 1%. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to load up Webull. I just want to have a look at the top stocks. That's not loading for some unknown reason. Did it crash? Nope. Let's get those percentage changes going on here quickly. Unity, Enphase, anything else down a lot? Nope. DoorDash, Airbnb, and up all the ones from before. Okay. GME back, finding pressure. Okay, that's good. That's good. Back above 71. What's the volumes looking like here? It's 35. It's definitely slowed. That is a lot slower than the first open. It's initially going to always be very hypey. We know retail, we tend to buy the most in the morning. That's not so good. Back above 71, please. Terrible manipulation coming in from Dem Thighs. Mark says, Elon Musk says, buy more AMC. Big things are coming. Is that confirmed? Did he actually say anything like that? I don't think so. If he said that, you would have already seen it go ballistic. All right, so let's bring up the Elon. He's talking about Falcons and... No, he hasn't said anything. We've lost some momentum. Yeah, we have. We definitely need momentum to come back. That momentum will probably be when we break through this 76, but we really need to get above 71 again. Remember, that was yesterday when we were seeing that big crash sell-off. Support became the resistance. Today, it was barely even resistance, just crushed it. Did find two supports, though. This is all 1 minute, so it's not really great analysis. And then you had resistance here now. No lower. You don't want lower. Elon bought in. Is AMC ever going back up? Well, I hope so. I hope we get like maybe a late session or a mid-session kind of peak here. Remember, we're only 1 hour. We're not even 1 hour in trade, and we still missed out on 15 minutes. People are probably being told, oh, we can get back into it. People are on the phone. Hey, bro, I just made 50%. Get back in. GME is back. New news will be coming around and trending a little bit. Kind of almost want to open the Wall Street Bets subreddit here, but it's too fun watching price. I just wouldn't. I can imagine the feeds would be going wild initially. 71. Come on, back. Yes. Here we go. No. Back up. Put a little U underneath it. There we go. We got the cup and we got the handle. For anyone that knows TA, they'll know cup and handles. What's your sell price on both? I think that you basically just want to check pricing. I don't know any particular one level that I'd be targeting. I'd probably be doing thirding out and stuff. For GME, I mean, 90 was definitely a level that I thought would be reached and found some pressure. I guess we did find it a little bit higher than that. 150, also I think there's pressure, and 110, I feel like there's pressure. I don't know why there was no pressure at 100, but we
We need above this with the close. You can see how it's important for the minute here to get above here and then above 76.19. AMC starting to find some buying pressure over there. Shouldn't have drawn that because now I have to get rid of the... Oh no, I can press back. There we go. Got our cup handle trying to support the GME. When is AMC taking off? It would only take off if it gets through 8 and crushes it. And then we'd start to see some pretty bullish intentions. Remember, sentiment is key in all these trades, guys. Pa says, does anyone have Elon's number? Everyone treat Elon. Yeah, I guess if you guys all tweeted him, he'd probably do stuff. He's pretty crazy. He seems to not care about the SEC or anything. That's pretty funny. Broader market, a little bit of a pickup. 38.81 now, was 38.75. Oil, AMC, GME. Story is, of course, GME today. BB 2.9. Nokia still down. SNDL or Sundial down. Slower trade coming through here now, but that's okay. Slower trade is okay. Resistance still here at the 71, 72 zone. B Dig says, should I subscribe? To me? Yeah, man. Come on. 228. How many Australians are dedicated to be up at 228 going through TA on a Friday night into Saturday morning? Of course you should subscribe, bro. Just tweeted Elon to shout out AMC, says James Murphy. When do they have to sell their shorts, says Charlie Peck? It depends. I mean, basically, depends how they shorted the market. Whether they did so with options, they did so with like a CFD style thing. Theoretically, if you can cover it with cash, you can just keep holding the leverage backwards. The problem for these guys is, well, not only did they short too much, but they shorted with margin. So when you short with margin, you don't necessarily have that money. And then when you guys crushed them with the GME just moving up so heavily, I mean, imagine if you were down at $10 and you had maybe such a ridiculous amount of stock and it was worth $10 and you were using also potentially puts and stuff. All of these things leveraged out maybe 5 times, you're just getting absolutely monstered. Leverage, I'm sure, has killed a few people's accounts in this room. Leverage is definitely a dangerous game. Options is basically 10x leverage. ZGMF says, the dingo ate your baby. The Gaskell says, American here. Thanks for the hard work. First time viewer, broke newbie. Thanks for joining us on this pretty big day. I'd say this is a good day to get back in. WTI on the rocket ship. Stonks only go up. Absolutely. Oil breaking out of a nice channel. Definitely worthwhile checking out on the charts. We're getting slower trade here. We can see the volume's really slowed down in GME, but still being purchased and sold. 38 million now. Look at that, it's much slower in terms of the volume. The hype's not there yet, but we just need to get through these zones. You can see the pressure here. We'll get rid of all this. On the 1 minute, things are looking better. Little by little, it's making slightly higher lows. That's good. Here we go. Let's get in there. Let's really zoom in on that. Yep. Yes. Good close. Good close, guys. Come on. Bang. AMC also moving. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Good close. All right, here we go. So we should fill into this zone and then nasty paper hands might come back out. Put a little arrow. That always helps thing. AMC 750. Volume. 39.1 coming. Oh, it's coming through a little bit stronger here. Here we go. We hit the paper hands. Is there paper hand nastiness? Okay. Oh. Oh. Cool. How close are we to finishing the minute? Ah, nasty paper hands. Nah. See, they're all right. Close the window. Oh, look at that. That last second, there was a lot of buying pressure trying to get that candle back up there. Pa says, God is not dead. Ryan says, dirty, nasty paper hands. Absolutely, man. Oh, I did a down arrow. Sorry, guys. I'll give you some up arrows for AMC. There we go. We're pressuring the AMC. We're just drawing it all over it. Giving it the blanket. All right. Well, once we get through this crap, hopefully we can continue the move up. This was good, though. We cleared that last bit, the 71.13. Yesterday's resistance on the down tick, it came up, found shorting pressure. That was the clear, like, lower peak we saw. The dirty, nasty paper hands came through at 76.19. Maybe we come down, we test here. So, guys, you just have to have the faith at these levels. So I wouldn't say that is too much of a close underneath because it was so fast at the end there. So hopefully we now find a little bit of buying pressure here. This is all 1 minute. It's all crazy candles. AMC, big short back down, unfortunately. Zoom in on this a little bit more. Got to watch those candles intensely now. I mean, I don't think it's a trend line, but there's certainly something going on through this where we're continuously seeing buying pressure. We'll have it there anyway. Why not? These candles are ridiculous on GME. Yeah, but the thing is, they're all pretty big percentage ones. So let's have a look at the 1 minute AMC. I haven't been giving you guys enough love over here. Oh, so we need to hold above this. You can see there was some resistance. Oh, I'll just move that up a little bit. It's all critical to kind of continue to hold this. No more down here. Can we get through the 76.19? Okay, here we go. Bull pressure, 40.6. Let's see if we start seeing volume ticking along. 141622. This is good. 2528. Lots of volume coming in. Yeah. Push up. Giant moth just flew past me. That's random as hell. All right, 72. Ooh. For a couple of seconds there, we were seeing some volume come through and then just completely stopped. All right, guys, it's time again, I think, to raise the diamond hands, raise the ape squad, raise the rockets. I'm starting to feel. Let's raise it up for some bullish momentum here for GameStop. Give them the power. $40.879, 882, 883, 884. Raise them up for this. Come on, let's get through that little crapper 1 minute. There we go. It's working. Yes. The nasty paper hands will be taken out soon. 76.19. $73.90. Oh yeah. Keep watching that volume, bottom right. When we start seeing that chunk along, you know it's going to take those paper hands out. That was big chunks then. Did you see that was about 4 point? Yep. There's more chunks. Oh yeah.
Come on. Putting in perspective of percentages, you can see these percentages go through. Back down to the volume. We're almost at half of a normal average day worth of volume. Chunk. Nice chunk. Oh, the nasty paper hands tried to sell it back down again. Get out of there. 76. AMC looking good as well. This is good. Back above these highs. Come on now. Get that up there. Clay Ponder. Oh, this level sucks. AMC volume 99, so we're basically through a quarter of the day in terms of volume already for AMC. You can see it's a little bit less. We had a donation coming in from Clay Ponder, $2. I bought in at $330, $140, $100, and now $53 this AM. Hold the line. That's what he says. You can just see that TA, that nasty paper hands here, really is putting the pressure on. Let's watch for chunks down here, volume. Do apologize. I will have better lines for you as of Monday, I hope. I know what you guys want there. Unfortunately, I've just been doing heaps of TA on lots of things. So I've been using TradingView, but I will get your lines ready. 41.9. Both AMC and GME, we want to hold here. We just want to see this little bit of a tick up. We just need to get back that sentiment. Get back the hype train. Got a trend line, just possibly could hold. It's a crazy trend line, but whatever, we'll have it there. That's not the best. Don't you dare go under here. Yep, I'll load that up on another screen. 1 second, I'll bring it on. All right, just getting some info for you guys. All right, here's our data. All right, we'll quickly just cover. Ooh, AMC. All right, we'll just quickly cover this. So this is GameStop. We can see here, go through, shares outstanding, shares short. That's actually a really outdated one. Why are these so crappy? Someone give me a better link than that. That's crap. Let's get rid of that. Probably Fintel, I guess. Short volume ratio as of the 4th. That's not going to be enough. 46%. Siddharth, can you get me the short volume ratio right now? I'm going to go with the short ratio well over 100% though. Well over. Okay, this is good for AMC. Come on, guys. Back up. Get up. 754, then come and hit the $8, and we just need above that. Charlie Peck coming in with £199, saying AMC goes to 15 and GME goes to 90. I'll donate you $20. Well, I appreciate that, Charlie. I hope it does for your sake. Nikita Abramenkov says, let's agree on buying one more GME each, or five pounds firstly, or €5. Let's agree on buying one more GME each of us. We can afford that, I am sure.
And this can support the spark for the stock we love. A few people agreeing with Nikita. Give me one sec. Oh, that's not the best. Back up we go. Just going to go into something now. Oh, and they've come back in with their nasty short crushing here. We'll see how long that sustains for. We'll still stay on this time frame. AMC is not sustaining as much. Let's have a look at the volumes. 42.991. Those certainly are two nasty little 1 minute candles here. Not the kind of 1 minute candles we want. Okay, that account is not ready. Oh. Let's see how we go. Okay, 1 minute closes, not ideal closes there. We've got to zoom out a little bit here. Definitely some crushing coming on. All right, well, we have to bring the $7 back in here on AMC just in case. We know $7 is the true hold the line kind of area. GME still could do well. Volumes are all about it. So there was buy volumes there coming in. That was some chunks. Yeah, we have no idea where it's going to hit. Dan says, how can you know where it's going to hit today or tomorrow? If people knew this stuff would hit a certain mark, people would all be millionaires. Yeah, absolutely. You use statistics, but on this type of thing, it's incredibly difficult. You know, you're in unprecedented times. By the way, Bitcoin 38,186. Just quickly, Ethereum 1744, breaking out of those resistances before. Quite strong trades there that have been going on. Bitcoin truly having a crack back today, maybe even going for it. Can you explain why these two are acting so similarly? Because people are usually, these two are literally the same concept with the same crowd of people. So what's happening is people see GME move, they buy the AMC because that's their pick, or they see AMC move, they buy GME, that's their pick. Basically, these are the last two short squeezes, the main short squeezes that are going on. Actually, let's have a quick look at costs. Yeah, so costs was another one that was in short squeeze. It's kind of hovering in the middle of nowhere right now. Streamlabs seems to be going nuts with people that have subscribed, but thank you very much for subscribing, everybody. Appreciate that. 2,173 of you joining us Friday morning. If you subscribe, I'll really very much appreciated. We're sitting here 2:45 a.m. watching GameStop. ETH is blowing up. Absolutely. ETH is good. A lot of people moving money out. I've talked to quite a few people with some significant cash, and they've been moving cash into the Bitcoins and the cryptos, buying that, moving a portion of their money away because they want to stick it to the system to a degree. Even I've considered putting a little bit more in it. Yeah, the sub train's going. Thank you very much, guys. Blah blah says hit the like button too. Appreciate that. So we're finding a little bit of buying pressure here on GME. We need to just keep watching those volumes go through here. 43.8 slowed down considerably. We need another run to the bull side. Adrian says just subbed, smiley face. Thank you very much. Is it a buy at 70? Well, there's been buying pressure at 70, sure. We saw the 50 get hit. We obviously saw 60 just get completely crushed before, and that led to that big bullish momentum for the day. We've been as high as, 95? Delphine says, I am tired. Can you imagine you, Tom? Thanks for everything you're doing. See you on Monday. No worries, Delphine. Thank you very much for coming and attending. I will be here Monday live streaming again after whatever the hell happens here on Friday into Saturday morning. On this 1 minute, basically it's all about getting above these little wicks, creating further flow. We saw the nasty paper hands. We knew it was unfortunately possible. Logan says, how are AMC and GME following absolutely the same? Because they've got the same structure, the same attacks on them, the same hype train squad. When one goes, people expect the other one to go, vice versa. That's why they move together. Paolo says, CEO of AMC with major announcement of 3 p.m. on CNBC. All right, 1 second. Let me grab this major announcement. We're being bought out, guys. So here it is. Let's bring that on the screen right now. AMC major announcement at 3 p.m. here with the studio. If you want to watch that, CNBC exclusive with this dude. He looks really tired. I don't know why he shouldn't be tired. His stock's up. GME back down to where it was before when it found that support. Might as well get rid of that now. Think about what we're creating here in market structure though as well. This is only a 1 minute. But basically, by the way, thanks for all the subs coming through. Thank you so much, guys. We've got the support coming through here. We've got our intervening peak here. So what do we think is going to happen now if it gets through the nasty paper hands area? We're going to see bullish momentum, and we should fill back up into here. Why? Well, firstly, it's a good pattern. It's actually forming on AMC as well, the same thing, if it holds. These all become the structural thing that you want to look for on the day. I assume here Jumanji says it's AI manipulation, impossible to have such a correlation. Well, it's not directly correlated there, Jumanji. But yes, there will be robots. There's robots through all of this, because what robots do is they trade the momentum. So they'll see a hit and then they'll instantly take it based on those factors. I mean, about a huge amount of the trade in the markets is AI manipulation. I have a feeling that during our lifetimes, we might even see AIs get partially banned from the markets. And I think they should be, because Wall Street's really making a ton of money on AI trading. I mean, these things scour the internet. They pull all of the Twitter data. They pull all the metadata from the internet. It's just insane. Insane amounts of information being crunched. 70 key area. I think really it's become now what we've got as a structure. So we've got the paper hands area up here at 76, and we've got possibly a little double bottom. Let's take that distance again. So let's proof that distance top to bottom. If we get through the top resistance, we push that. I think we go even further back to that 90 zone. So it's all about getting through that resistance. Link to the AMC announcement. Yeah, I can share that with you. 1 second. By the way, thank you very much to whoever shared that with me. Always good to see the community sharing stuff. What I might do as well is, if you want to share stuff with me, join the Discord. And what we'll do is, join the Discord. If you could do this, Dave, if you're there. I'm not even sure if you're there, man. If you are there, share the Discord link. Otherwise, go to my trading view and you can just grab it off there. And I'll make a room where if you want to share news with me during the during the streams, you can do so in there, and that means I can grab links and filter them off. So yeah, that'd be really awesome if you guys want to do that. Share me stuff you're seeing during the stream. I can't see that much. I've only got a couple of screens. This is the structure we're looking at with GME here. Thanks again to the 2,156 people that are watching right now. Things have slowed down a little bit as expected in a session like this. Oh, AMC starting to move. It's fake. Wait a second here. Show replies. Okay, yep. Screen grab for 2009 article. Yep. You see it here. There we go. Not real. Meh. Yep. Johnny Bravo says broke 2K, baby. Absolutely, Johnny. Thanks to you guys and everything else. Thanks very much, Callum, as well, with the fake screenshot information. Everybody else that's come through with that one. I did check it then as well. Everything in the internet is fake. Yeah, maybe it is. Lots of fake news. So we continue to make structure here. We continue to see support at the 66. For AMC, it's like this 717. I hope you guys obviously can push it through these levels. These are the zones that I would have drawn up today. I'll be looking for these double bottoms. If you're wondering what to do and what to look for, this is the key zone of the resistance, 76.19. I'd love to hang around, guys, but I'm telling you, I am absolutely smoked. It's 2:53 in the morning. I've been doing this every day and working as well, getting up for the markets in Australia. So thank you very much for everyone this week. We will stream Monday, 11 p.m. AST, which is basically 2.5 hours before the US Open, which is at 1:30 my time. Continue to obviously hold the line, do whatever you need to do, get your money back. And I wish each and every one of you the best. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll make video as well Sunday, updating whatever the hell happens today on the markets. Sunday my time, Saturday your time. And it could be time for Ethereum to truly rise to the new highs. Remember to follow me on TradingView if you want to find out some more little snippet information on stuff. Appreciate that. Quid Pro says, if AMC goes under 705, going 10K more. Rio says, me too, man. Peace, brother, from a whole bunch of people. Thank you. Perfect scenario is obviously yes, Elizabeth, if we block and hold from the hedge fundies. Let's see in this last couple of minutes here, coming into the end, can we get through these zones? But I really firmly believe that 76.19, this little, or the 76 anyway, is a very important zone. And this structure, if it breaks, will be awesome. Structure is everything. All right. Night, guys. Man, I'm smoked. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Whoa. Look. I can't press off if that can't. Come on. Keep going, candle. I was about to press end stream. I got the finger on the button, but I haven't let it go yet. Come on, GameStop candle. Get up. I was watching the volume on the side there. 568. That was a decent chunk. 73, 77, 59. Slowed down a little bit. Watch this 1 minute candle close. We've got to watch this 1 minute candle close. You can tell I'm an addict. After 12 years, and I still love looking at these things. I love these events. They're so good. All right. Come on, 1 minute candle. Get up. Close above those little... Oh. What was that? It's a weak little 1 minute candle close. All right, guys. Didn't do what I wanted to see. Keep watching the structure. Good luck today. Bye for now.